All right, time to buckle up because we're diving straight into the firestorm that the college football selection committee, created on Selection Sunday. And no, shockingly, it wasn't Oklahoma this time. We'll get into Notre Dame getting snubbed, Miami sneaking in, Texas melting down, and Texas Taco Tech buying themselves a Big 12 championship. It's Big Monday. Let's get after it. Good morning, and welcome back to Rise and Shine College Football's Big Monday. I'm your host, Jason Watkins. He's Big Mike Bogaowski. And if you love college football, you know you're in the right place. So before you forget, smash that red subscriber button, like our videos, and don't forget to ring the bell so you don't miss one moment. Hall of Fame college football. Big dog, what up?
Shit, man. Can everybody see me? Cause I'm on a little generic basic bitch fucking icon again.
Bro, I can
Hold
see.
on.
I can
Hold
see
on, bro. Really? It's crazy. Maybe it's me, bro.
it's showing up over here. Yeah, I think it's you.
CJ Baxter plans to enter the portal.
I just saw that. I did. Can you
Hilarious.
see me at least?
Hilarious.
You can't see. Can you see me or can you see anything
Yeah, I
else?
see. Yeah, I see.
That's fucking
I'm
wrong.
about to hop out real quick. Hold on.
All right.
Fucking figure this shit out. This is bullshit.
All right. Welcome into the show, everybody. Logan Licky, True Okie, Crucifix Autumn, Eho the Simp, James Space, Drew, Johnny Boy, JFEZ, J Fez, Johnny Boy, Brandon Snake, David Moyer. Welcome in. Make sure you wipe your feet as you get here. I don't know what the hell's going on with this. I may need to go turn on that damn other internet. It seems like I'm good though. Make sure. Should be good. No, just need to restart this. I don't know. We'll see. Welcome in. Boomer Sooner from Tuscaloosa says David Moyer. Good to see you, my man. Hope I can make this game. I have tickets. Just hope I can get off of work. You got tickets already, big dog? Dang, Snake. That's what's up. Full blown mouth breather. He said, "Yeah, so was Cody Light on Friday. Holy shit, man! Did y'all hear all that and not say nothing to me about that? Sheesh. I mean, that's like a perfect opportunity for everybody to just go at Cody Light. Boom, boom. Mysterious Black 629. Good to see my guy. Uh, obviously, it was a crazy yesterday. Hey there, what's going on? Go Blue. Good luck to the Sooners. Back at you there. Good to see you. Good to see you. Down through my seat. Oh yeah, I forgot you got season tickets. Are they? How crazy expensive were they? Or were they expensive, bro? Were they expensive, or is it just kind of part of the thoughts on Notre Dame basically taking their ball and going home? We'll be talking about that for sure. Um,
Damn it. Here we go.
better.
Here we go.
Here,
We're
I'll do that
back.
part. I'll do that part. I'll do that part.
We're back. Center your boy.
Got it done. What did you do wrong?
I didn't do nothing wrong, man.
Okay. They're giving me hell
I
here. Get
just
that Sooners.
I didn't do nothing wrong, man. I just
Bruh. That's a great deal. It's a great deal. Not bad at all. Not bad at all for a playoff game against Bama. Pretty fucking
yeah.
good. About that much
Yeah.
one of them on the open market. I'm gonna have to make sure I have them tickets. Notre Dame is big mad. Join the conference, maybe. All right, here's the deal about Notre Dame. I'm sure coach is probably gonna pop in here, and I'm just gonna say this. It's all about to me, it's not about Notre Dame so much as and when it comes to all that stuff, and I've even said this, we were talking about this on Friday. I can argue either side of that argument for you. We can argue about whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a shit about the conferences. None of that. What I will say is that, you know, of if everything is equal, and I said this to him, head to head has to matter. We talked about it last year whenever you heard idiots from South Carolina screaming about being in. If there was going to be a 9-3 team, they should have been in because they were the quote hottest team in the country, right? They'd also lost head to head games against Ole Miss and Alabama, who were also 9-3. And what did we say? You ain't getting in over them. Same thing applies here, in my opinion. Again, I can argue this either way you want to. I think what the biggest problem is the way that they just select the way that this committee and everybody selects this shit. Making it on television, you got idiot like Hunter Yurachek, giving you all kinds of stupid answers that we know is bullshit. Um, and I think that's what it's about for the most part.
Dude, let me tell you something, man.
All right.
Like we know that the fucking head to head has to matter, right? Everybody the head to head has to matter. And according to that slap of at the college football playoff committee,
Yeah.
that never came into factor until BYU got curb stomped again.
It's such a
And
lie, and that's another
I don't
stupid thing to
understand
say.
how does that not ever factor? How does that never factor? As okay, maybe when the first one dropped, right? They were 18. Wasn't that what they were? Now, as they kept creeping up, how did that never like play a factor? You just strung Notre Dame along, just strung them along, and like the
I think
old
they were doing
fucking
everything they could and hoping
insurance
the
commercial. Oh, you almost had it. Oh, you gotta be faster. I mean, dude, I would be irate, bro. That dude Hunter Yurachek would have to have 24/7 security, bro.
bro,
Because
it's
it's on site with that dude and everybody. And like, let's talk about this college football playoff committee. Did you see the video of them sitting around watching football? Bro, bro, are you trying to tell it's like each one of them brought their own random ass TV, set it up over there. You had like a 65-incher, a 50-incher, a 33, a little 17 tucked in the corner, like one random little sound bar. Can we get some official shit right there? Can we get like a wall of TVs? You know what I'm saying? They have no snacks.
they're at this
Look,
resort out in Dallas and
hey,
everything else and
hey,
nothing.
that's what I'm saying. But like, let's be serious, bro. They have no snacks. Motherfucker had a bottle of fucking Perrier water. Like, where's the beer? Where's the cooler? Where's the 3-foot bong? Like,
Listen,
what are we
you
doing?
gotta at least yeah, be watching it right. Good
Dude,
grief.
what is like, are we come on, man. This shit is I saw that shit and I was like, there's no way. There's no soon as I saw that, like, okay, so there are signs, people. We missed the signs,
Yeah.
right? The week before we had that dumbass go on there and there's about 6-17s. That was your first sign that this was gonna be fucked up, right? Because he's spending too much time on TikTok.
Yeah.
The second sign was when they panned and showed these people watching football games, we were doomed. It was doomed. It was doomed to be. This will be fucked up. That's why the bracket's all jacked up, bro. That's why the number 5 seed has the easiest pass of the national championship. It's crazy.
So yeah, and let me give. I mean, they were able to. BYU gets drugged, and so that moves them back, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I mean, Alabama got drugged just as bad, and they don't move at all. And and
amazing.
and Georgia, who did the dragging of Alabama, doesn't move up over the runner up for the
Yeah,
for
yeah.
the
I definitely
Sweet
thought
Eagle.
they were going to be number 2. Georgia should
They
have been
should have
number 2
been
in
number
my
2.
opinion.
I think it's the best team in the country right now.
No doubt.
I think they're
No
the
doubt.
best team in the country right now.
No doubt. You're trying to tell me the SEC champion is not better than
Then the
the team
runner up
that lost
in the
in the
Big
Big
Ten.
Ten
Well,
championship?
here's the question: had it been Indiana that lost, would they have dropped down to number
Oh,
3?
no doubt. No doubt. But
I
let's talk about like so Alabama against Auburn ran the ball very well in the first half, right? That's one of the reasons they cited for moving them up, right? So you play in the SEC championship game and you run for -3 yards and you don't move back. You moved the team up for running well in the first half.
well, and here's the thing: I don't know. I, I mean, to me, I feel like had it not been, they know that they would have gotten their asses kicked, or no telling what would have happened with the SEC. They probably would have blown the entire system up had you have left out Alabama.
Yeah,
Because last year, so literally the only conference, and not that I'd take up for the Big 12 very much right now, but I'll say this: the only conference in the last 2 years since this thing started that didn't that has been punished for getting into the conference championship game and losing it is an 11-1 BYU,
yeah.
because they didn't do it to SMU last year when they got beat in the ACC by a 9-3 Clemson team.
Dude, dude, you don't have real football people in there, bro. Like I'm convinced. You don't have you have I don't know who you got, to be honest with you. We need full background investigations, bios, like what like how much football a
Yeah,
week do they watch?
right.
Like how much
Fuck all that.
football podcasts?
Nobody needs all that stuff. Here's how you do it. You've got to go. Listen, I don't even care if you go to 16 or not. Whatever you do, you got to get rid of these damn G5s. First and foremost, get rid of the G5s. They do not have to go through the same kind of schedule and deal with the same kind of shit that that the Power 4 schools do. They don't. It's
Well,
not the
I
same.
don't
They're not playing
disagree.
the same damn game, huh?
I don't disagree. I don't disagree. But I will say this: there is an avenue for a group of 5 team to work themselves in, right? If and it goes to like
Be
you
one of
have
the
a
best
great
12 teams in the country.
yeah, yeah, for sure. You gotta beat, you gotta go, have a great record, we have great wins and win your conference championship and
Be one of the best
be
teams in the
I
country. I
think
mean, it's not
bro, I
impossible, but this
listen, man,
automatic bid for one of them is bullshit,
yeah,
and they ended up with 2.
the easiest way to do this is make it 16. Make it 16 teams and just the top 16 teams get in. But we live in an age where everybody feels left out and we don't want to discriminate and it's antitrust and it's all this BS and like, oh, we didn't make the playoffs. We're not playing in a bowl game. We're gonna show you guys. Bro, you're a slap, dude. I lost all respect for Notre Dame and Marcus Freeman. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
I don't know how first off,
Marcus
here's
Freeman,
what
go
I'll
watch
say
Summer
about Freeman.
League.
I'm not gonna put this on Marcus Freeman. He can't even hire his own assistants. He can't even
Shit.
hire assistants.
That motherfucker, hey, if they're making him bow out, he need to speak up. He need to speak the fuck up. Hey, this isn't my choice. These are the powers above me, and all this and that. Because
You have to go toe the company
you look
line if
bad,
you work
homie.
on you gotta toe the company line if you got a job like that. You would
Dude, dude, he got
look,
all the power, dude.
come on, you're in the military.
They
Yeah,
ain't
he does.
firing him, bro. Are you trying to tell me they would fire him?
Yeah.
Fuck no, they wouldn't. Fuck no, they wouldn't.
Why wouldn't they?
They
They can
look like a
afford to
bunch
go
of
get
assholes.
anybody they want.
No, no, not at all.
They don't look like an asshole right now?
Who they gonna get? Who they gonna get if they fire
I don't know.
him? Exactly. They
Nick
they could
Saban?
be running the same fucking problem as Penn State, fucking scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Penn State didn't scrape the bottom of the barrel. They got I mean,
Well,
they looked
it
like they
was
did better.
obviously not their first choice.
Yeah, did you hear the story that they're telling about that one?
Don't believe it at all, but I
I
haven't
didn't
even
either.
heard it, but I don't
I did
believe it. I
but
wanna hear
Matt
it though.
oh, they said that because Matt Campbell, I guess, recently changed, agents, and they called him early on, the old agent, and I guess he was like, "Yeah, whatever," and he didn't say shit to Matt about it. Then when they circled back because everybody else is, they're striking out on everybody, then, they call him again, and "I'm not his agent anymore." This is the story that's being told
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
Yeah. So, he just didn't know. I heard Brian Kelly's available.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's where you're looking at, right? I mean,
Yeah.
dude, I I'm not fucking doing it, bro. That's fucking weak as hell. That shit is weak as hell. Yeah, this whole thing though, this CFP shit, I
But and here's where I'm at on I think and, we can argue about the CFP or about the group of 5, group of 6 teams later if you want to. I don't have I mean, right now, I don't think it really matters. The point is, everybody says they wanna see the best teams in, they don't wanna see the best teams in. They were trying to put Notre Dame in. They were doing their best to put Notre Dame in over Miami as long as they didn't have to line them up next to each other, which I've never heard anything like that before. That's never been a thing. There's no way that they weren't that he literally told Reese Davis because Reese was kind of pushing him on it.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
You've been in this
right?
shit every week.
And
Yeah.
he no, but I mean, he kept on saying, well, once BYU played that bad, then we moved them back, and yeah, that's what put them next to each other. Bullshit, bullshit, because they already didn't have BYU in the mix,
Yeah.
and that one loss to Texas Tech, which you have ranked as the fourth best school in the playoff, which I've got my doubts about that as well, but you have them ranked as the number 4 team in this thing. And you moved BYU back, but you didn't move them up. You know what I mean? It's like if they're getting beat by one of the better teams in the country, why would it change anything? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It just doesn't make any sense. So,
They're not there's no consistency, dude. I said that last week or whatever it was.
no
There's no
consistency
consistency,
whatsoever.
bro.
But here's
It's
the I'm
ridiculous.
telling you, the way that you fix it is you've gotta figure out a playing situation. And there's a couple of different ways you could do it. Like we've talked about it a little bit already on the show about the you've got the ability to where like in the Big 12, for instance, let's start there. Had they first off, they've floated the 16 team deal out there to them and had Brett Yormark. I'm thinking Brett Yormark is working for one of the other conferences because he's not being helpful for his own fucking conference. He's the one that shut them off of the 4-4-2-2 plan and going to 16, where every year you're gonna get 2 out of the ACC, 2 out of the Big 12, and then you get 4 each from the Big Ten and SEC. Well, if you do that, and they balked at it because suppose they want to earn their way in, you're not earning shit. And whatever you do is to help you. Why the fact that they did that and then they not only that, he like gaslighted the damn all the entire every fan base in the Big 12, he had gaslighted basically into agreeing with that and saying, "Screw that shit." We're not taking their hand out for 2 and they get 4 and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so cool. So, instead, they're gonna stick with the 12 team. They're gonna make it, no auto bids except for those highest 5 rated conference champions, but the straight seeding. So, guaranteed, you're not getting your way now, when what they could be doing is if you get 2 in every year, you can stop doing the conference championship as well, and instead let 2 and 3 play for the 2nd spot, you know? And you could do the same thing in the
I think
here's
you
the reason
just
I'm saying let me just finish.
I think he was just coming from a standpoint that the Big 12 is gonna be a good conference every year, and they're gonna have 3 or 4 teams that could possibly get in.
No,
I think that's where he's coming from,
no,
and
he knows damn
I
good
don't
and
want
well
your
that's not gonna happen. He
yeah,
knows
but
damn good and well that's
why would he get rid of why would he, like, take scoff in the face of the guaranteed 2 that you would get in?
because he knows damn good and well that's not there. He was bitching about it at the same time and then saying, "We're not gonna take that," because the gist of it was, if we let them treat us like second class citizens, we're gonna be second class citizens.
What is that? What do you mean he was bitching at it? Bitching at what? The
That's what he was saying.
442?
We can't take that handout, quote unquote, because if we agree to that, this is where he got everybody worked up, and this is what all the Big 12 people say. If we take that offer, then we're always gonna only get 2. We'll never get more than that because they'll start treating us like we really are lesser than them.
I
Okay.
mean
I mean, I know. I
I
know.
mean,
I
if
know.
it if I mean, I feel like if you're I don't know, maybe it's probably big the problem is the Big 12 itself. You gotta figure out where you're at in this pecking order shit, bro. And it is what it is.
What up, dog? What up,
You
no
know what it
faking?
is.
My God, no faking sports over here, man. It's old David. Good to see you, man. Listen, here's the thing. All I'm gonna say is if you if and first off, get out of your fields and get out of your own way. If you're the ACC and the Big 12, get the fuck out of your own way. But of course,
Dude,
whenever they're like,
ACC got no room to talk, man. As a top to bottom, bro. Phew,
right. But if you
phew.
wanna if you I mean, really, for just for no other reason than I don't wanna hear another explanation from Hunter Yurachek, can we get this play-in thing going in this SEC and the Big Ten? What you can do there is, since you're gonna have 4 no matter what, you can still have room for another I mean, there's still room for another, at large um, if they go to 16, which I don't care if they do. But if you're getting 4 and 4, then 2 and 2, so yeah, it'd be going to the 16. Then the SEC
How
champion,
about
eh, just let me finish.
I mean,
You play the 1 and
there
2
needs to
seed
be
are
somebody
automatically in, and then you could have 2 games in the SEC instead of 1, which makes the leagues more money, and it makes ESPN more money. You'd have 2 versus, or no, 3 versus 6 and 4 versus 5 to for the other 2 spots. You don't have to play a SEC championship game and somebody get their shit pushed in like Alabama did the other day, and now you got everybody wanting to kick them out of the damn playoff. When it's an extra credit game. You know what I mean? They were putting them in no matter what. They were the number 1 seed in the SEC, so they were gonna be in if they didn't play, you know? So they play badly, and now people wanna kick them out.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't even want guaranteed spots from conferences. Like, get away with that shit. Take the top 16 fucking best teams. I don't want
What's
any
going on?
conference affiliations. I don't want ESPN. I don't want the SEC. I don't want the Big Ten. I don't want that shit. Just fucking I
Yeah.
don't know, man. However they gotta do that, and if I don't even it's not even possible, but that's the way I'd want it. Like, get that shit
I
out of
mean
it.
I mean,
Take the top
we can talk about pipe dreams or we can talk reality.
Yeah. Yeah, they do, but yeah, fuck, we talk about pipe dreams. Your half your argument right now is pipe dreams.
No, they've talked about doing this already in the past anyway.
I know, it's a pipe dream. They're never gonna
Here's
do
the
it.
one thing about no, the conferences can make the decision to do that.
Okay, they can make a decision to do exactly what I just said too, but they're not going to.
No, but it works out better for everybody if you because look, this year the Big Ten only got in 3, just like SEC last year. If you're guaranteed 4, it doesn't matter. You don't need a committee at that point at all whatsoever. Because you know what? You decide who are your best 4 teams, who are gonna if you're the SEC and the Big Ten, you're deciding who are you sending from the Big 12 and the ACC. You're having playing games, it's done on the field. We don't have to listen to that shit.
So you're saying the conferences choose who they send?
Pretty much, by playing it out. It's not hard, and we're not
So
talking
then
about
who ranks them? Who ranks them?
the conferences can by what you in your conference, and I mean, you can still have rankings, I guess. I don't know. You can do it by the computer for all I care. All I know is as long as you continue to do this with the biased way, and then it's never gonna stop being like this, and they can
See,
add
that's my
they're gonna
dude,
continue expanding
you've just made
playoff.
my point. That's what I'm saying, we have to get rid of the bias.
Right.
You've just made my point. That was my whole point of getting rid of, how many teams come in the contracts and the co like, yeah, that's my
The
point.
SEC and the Big Ten are not going away from their big money contracts. The
I
point I'm
know, I
making is
know, but that's what I'm
you can
saying. You I didn't say that. All I said was I'm trying to show you how to get the bias out. It would be my approach. It's never gonna happen. I know that. It's never gonna happen. But if we want it to be a pure football tournament, that's how,
yeah.
in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Well, I mean, I'd love to have it be like what you're talking about, where it's actually the best 16 or 12 or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't care how many I mean, but here's the thing, it's gonna go from 16 the way it is, it's gonna go from 16, and then a couple years later, we're gonna go to 20 or 24 because 17 and 18 are pissed off because they didn't get in.
Nah. I mean,
Never gonna
yeah,
change, man.
but here's why 16 is the optimal number for me, right? Is because nobody gets a bye, right? None of that bye shit, and you actually get the higher seeds, you know, their path to the championship is based off their seeding, right? So the number 1 seed gets the easiest path and so on and so forth. And if you're 16, guess
Sure.
what? You got the hardest path. And that's how 1 and 16 play, you know what I mean?
Well, 16 is a normal number for any kind of bracket,
Yeah,
right?
it's easy. But what I don't like about, like, expanding it past that is how many more games you got these kids playing, right? And how further along it stretches into the new year, right? And I think that's where you get constricted by how many teams you put in. And so you have 16, you have the round of 16, the round of 8, you
Yes.
know what I'm saying?
You have to
4.
have buys and all that other stuff.
Yeah,
I think they want buys baked in there somehow, so they're gonna
that buy shit, dude. That's
I'm o
that's I don't
I'm
see
with you.
why. Why? Why do they want buys? That's
I don't know.
ridiculous.
Well, I don't know. They're just trying to make it easier for their schools to win. And look, I don't know that buys are helpful to anybody. I think nobody
Only
with
if
a
you're
bye last
banged up.
year won.
Only if you're I mean,
Nobody
at this
I mean,
point of the
shit,
year, I think a buy would help, but
Oklahoma's gonna
I
have
mean,
3 weeks in between their first round game.
yeah, but that's not a buy. They didn't get a buy.
I
That's
know.
just the way the schedule plays out.
Kinda get a buy if you don't have to go play in a conference championship.
Dude, I don't think they're ever gonna get rid of those, bro.
I think they are.
I don't.
I think they were signaling it all fucking day on Saturday.
It's okay.
All day.
It's okay. Fucking you can have fucking goddamn the head honcho out there smoke signaling. That shit ain't I don't
I'm
think
just
that's going
telling you,
away,
the
bro.
easiest way to go about this is to put it on the if you know, you're gonna have your standings in each conference,
Dude,
do
Dr. Pepper is not going to allow conference championships go away, and then we don't
right.
get the
You
joy of
can
seeing
still
people throw
continue to have more
footballs to
games. The
a
play-in
hole.
tournament will get eyes on it just as
Dr.
much.
Pepper is not going to allow that.
That's
We are not
stupid.
gonna see
I've
people
heard.
fucking
What are you talking
push.
about? The free throw shooting game, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, the little
They could have 2 of
football
'em.
throwing.
They could have 2
That's
of
the
'em.
highlight. That's the highlight of conference championships. What are you talking about? Fuck the football games.
Are we gonna talk real, or are we just gonna sit here and screw around?
Like, I can't troll you a little bit?
I do hate the way they do the chest passing, man. It drives me nuts.
Yeah, you shouldn't be allowed. It shouldn't be allowed at all.
Shouldn't be allowed.
Shouldn't be allowed at all. If you come out there
Tim
and you throw
Tebow
one from the
Tim
chest,
Tebow put a fucking stop to that shit on that morning show. He wasn't having it. It was
this shit's
great.
funny. Yeah, but no, I mean, buy games, ridiculous. Get rid of them. Give me 16. Seed them, seed them, seed them accordingly. And I think you have a much better and get some real
But how
people,
do you
bro.
do that though? But
Get
how do you do that? How do you
Dude,
do that? I
college
haven't seen
football
it
playoff
before you,
committee.
bro.
I
How
am
do you
available. I am available.
oh,
Everybody let them know. I am available.
I mean that yeah, they're they're letting these jackasses like Hunter
Dude,
Yurko. I'm telling
pay
you,
me half of what you're
the
paying them.
playing game is the way to take it away from a committee at all costs.
Dude, I'm
'Cause you
trying to
may
tell
be
you,
you may know what you're doing, but the rest of the assholes in there ain't gonna know shit.
dude, the analytic portion of that is it is infiltrated people's minds and made that a real part of football in how they're in not necessarily. I mean, it's a real part of football. They're making it more of a priority of football than what actually happens, like a game, a team versus team, right? Like, and I just I it's it's not inside the gridiron, man, and it's too much, outside influence on how they look at it, and it's I don't know, man. That shit's for the birds, man.
Yeah. If the conference championship is gonna hurt one of your teams in your league that play in the conference championship, then they're going to get rid of it, and they were this close to it going away immediately, and I guarantee you, I mean, you cannot leave out Alabama from a game that they shouldn't have had to play in.
I mean, like here, yeah, they were never going to do that. I'd say
I
at
think they
the worst,
trying
bump
to.
them to 10. They should have bumped them to 10. That's my opinion.
I mean, if you think about the only thing good, and this even came from Shardy, he's a Georgia guy. He was like, "What the fuck do we need the game for? They didn't move us. They didn't move Alabama. They pushed Alabama's shit in. Nobody moves either way. They didn't even move. I mean, they were conference champions, and they weren't going to be conference champions if it was just the standings at the end. It would have been Alabama. So I mean, it's nice to have a conference title, I guess, but I mean, it didn't do anything to help them as far as the bracket was concerned. It didn't move them up.
Yeah, they fucked Georgia, dude. I didn't like that.
That's what I'm
Dude,
saying.
that's what I'm saying, though. You have non-football ass people in there ranking this ranking.
That's never gonna stop happening. Oh, there's Saudi right there.
Yeah.
It's never gonna stop
Hey,
happening.
hey, I need you to pull up Ryman Lemon's comment right there, and I need somebody to verify this. This can't be true.
No, that's not true. Absolutely untrue.
That's
Oh,
hilarious.
that's some funny shit.
Yeah. Man, yeah, dude, like, listen, man, it I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't see it's gonna be this bullshit every year. Like, why do we have to complain about this? You know what I mean? Like, why do we have to bitch and moan about this? Why can't it just be easy, man? Because you got people
If
trying to
you have
prove.
if you instead of a championship game, you have 2 playing games in the SEC, it
I
is
mean,
easy.
it's still a playing game. It's still another game, though. I mean,
Exactly. The point I'm making is that the SEC they're gonna have their own teams in there that they finished at this level. Now they're playing it on the field. Whoever wins is getting the spot. Now you can seed them however the hell you want to once you get them, but we're sending you our playoff teams. End of story. We don't need a committee. Don't need a committee that way.
okay, I get it, but I still think you do in that scenario because you got to
Why?
have somebody rank them.
AI.
AI, that's even worse.
Is it?
Dude, if you trust
Is it?
AI, if you trust AI right now, you're dude. I stopped using AI. I don't even fucking use it, bro. I hate it when they make
All
me
you have
use
to
it
do
either.
is, I mean, you can make an algorithm that ranks it however you want to. I don't know. Just go fire up the BCS computers. I don't fucking care.
Dude, I said that a long time ago. We're going full circle back to BCS.
Right. But not if it isn't just BCS, if you have your teams playing for that spot and it actually does matter. And because here's the thing, they're not going to get rid of the game. It's the day of games themselves. They're not going to do that. That's money that doesn't get into the pockets of the damn television networks. And they're paying a lot of money. If anything, they want to add more games to it, which is why they're going to just keep continuing to, oh, we need to go to 20, we need to go to 24, blah, 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 because That's gonna be their fix as long as people are bitching, and it just because it makes more money. It's never gonna change anything. It'll just be somebody else that's bitching. Look at the NCAA tournament. That's just what, No Faking just said. Look at the NCAA tournament. 64 teams ain't enough anymore. They don't or ain't even 64. It's been, extras anyway.
Yeah. But I mean, I get it, but like it's a different that extra game isn't as taxing as an extra football game. You know what I mean?
Listen, I understand, but the extra football game wouldn't just be on those champions that have gone through their gauntlet or the ones that finished 1 and 2 in the SEC. They don't have to play it anymore.
Yeah.
It'll
Well, yeah,
be
and like those teams that are in the play-in ain't probably going much past round of 64 anyway. Like, let's
well,
be
the
honest.
teams that are in the play-in, though, if they don't win the play-in, they don't get in, they're gonna be up for that game.
Well, yeah, and then they play the number 1 seed the next round.
Well, they don't have to play the number 1 seed after that. They're just those are the teams that make it in.
No, I'm
Oh, yeah.
saying
Oh, yeah. If you
yeah.
yeah.
Well, I mean, even if you're playing into the college football playoff,
Oh.
you should be playing like the 1 and 2 seed next round. If that's where you're at. Like there's no in no other world would you like come in and have to play like the 6th seed or something.
Well, and that's what
And
we're
that
doing
goes
in the basketball
that like
tournament.
leads to my point
Not
of the
everybody's the
bracket.
16 seed, though, in the play-in games for the NCAA tournament. They've got one that's like isn't it for the 5 seed or 6 seed or some
I
shit like
don't think so, dude. I
I think
think when
so.
when I fill out my brackets, bro, there's always like 2 teams that move to the number to whoever wins that plays the 1 seed in that side and 1 and 2 seed in that side of the bracket.
Not just one no, there's one that isn't like that. There's one that's more like middle of the way.
Oh, that's fucking dumb.
It is kinda dumb, right? But that's what they're doing.
That's just dumb. So we need man, well
If we
shit, we gotta do
if
a
I get a 5
hey,
seed,
come
I'll
March Madness, we need
real
to do a
fast.
whole nother show and break down the bracketology from them
Wild, bro.
because Big Dad will fucking hammer that shit out.
What's up, Bishop? Neilio, what up, what up, what up? The Google AI machine says they limit you to 2 per trip, but leave it at the Longhorn to a Longhorn to ish on their own place. They limit you to 2 per trip. Well, that's everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's everywhere. And I don't think that they're limiting much
Not
because we
necessarily,
were
but you
last
gotta
in the
find the right
Georgia game throwing their beer onto the damn field.
you gotta find the right vendor. You gotta find the right vendor.
What's up, Boomer Halen? Benji. Benji, is that going on? It's a limited to almost like every other stadium. Right. No, of course.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep everything the way it is. Then you have 11 and 14 play a Friday the day before the championship game. Yeah, I don't even know why you so we're gonna they in the Kirby Smart's already complaining about it too. It's like next year we're going to 9 games. We just played a 9th game. We're all
Yeah,
beat to
that's
hell.
dumb as hell. That's it. They need to stop that. They need to stop. The SEC needs to go back to 8 games,
They're not
and
doing
you got hoodwinked by the Big Ten, right? Don't let that happen. And Big Ten and ACC stop scheduling Notre Dame. Stop scheduling them.
Lord have mercy. Here we go.
Those are my 2 takes right there. Well, you don't disagree with that?
I I don't agree with that.
Huh?
I don't agree with that. I don't
Why?
have a problem. I don't well, it's too late. You're not gonna unring the 9-game bell, number 1. And it so apparently it did work because you got all 5 of your teams in there for the SEC because your strength of schedule is better than everybody else's. So it didn't hurt the SEC.
But I think it will, though. I think it will
Strength
because
of schedule?
they're
Really? I
basically
don't see that.
like the number one discriminator in this tournament, and what you're looking at is wins and losses.
Not according to the people that are in. 5 SEC teams got in. Only one of them has 1 loss, or 2 of them has 1 loss.
That's what, but so I'm saying if you play another one, you risk a
No
bigger
doubt.
chance
Sure.
of another loss.
Yeah, well, they need to start screaming about them playing the freaking out of conference game too against a Power 5 school for the Big Ten.
Yeah, I'm not. If I'm the SEC, I'm like, fuck that. I ain't doing it.
Well, they're already doing it. That's already been the rule. Now they could change that part. They
Dude,
could
yeah,
start
what I'm
making it,
saying,
but here's the thing. There's some of
bro,
these
if you can go and cancel a home and home right now, you can inside your conference, you can change that and schedule a
not
New
some of
Mexico
those
State to
in-state
play.
rivalries. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you. The in-state rivalries, they're not gonna allow that. South Carolina will never stop. They will never let them stop the South Carolina Clemson game. Never. Florida State, same thing. Texas is now going to say to Texas and Texas A&M bullshit. They wouldn't let A&M leave if they wanted to now.
That's not no. That's not what I'm talking about.
That's what
I'm talking about I'm talking about I'm not talking inner SEC, right? That's not what I'm talking about.
I'm just saying there's going to be some that they don't have to make them play a ninth game, but they can't get rid of that rule for everybody else either because there's going to be some in the SEC that have to play that in-state rivalry.
Yeah, but that's usually that's your pod games moving forward, right? That's your
They're not
core
part of your
game.
conference. Not part of your conference.
Yes, it is.
Out of conference.
Texas A&M is that's part of their pod.
Oh, but, like, I'm saying I'm saying A&M's never gonna be able to leave the SEC like you've heard people talk about because they're
No, why
dependent
would
on
they do that though? Why would they want to do that?
I don't know, there's been a lot of people talking about it,
Fuck
about
no, I
them
ain't
going
heard
to the
that.
Big Ten instead.
Go
I
where?
go to the Big Ten. They wanna go to the
I ain't
they
heard
won't
that
have
at
to
all.
play
That's the
Texas
first time I've
anymore.
heard that, and that's hilarious.
You didn't hear
Whoever said
that
that needs
when
needed smacked.
after the thievery of Schlossnagle last year? It was a
The
big deal.
baseball coach?
Yeah.
Fuck, I care about baseball.
I'm telling you that they do not wanna be in the same conference as Texas. They would move if they could. The legislature told them, "Fuck no, you are
Let
not."
them leave. If they wanna leave,
And
bye, but that's
I'm
dumb as
just
hell.
saying the point I was making is Texas and Texas A&M, never mind that though, but Florida State. Florida State's not in the SEC.
But that's not a conference game. That's what I'm saying.
I know.
So what are
But
you talking
you're
about? I'm
forced
talking
to you're
about playing a
forced to have
ninth
a
conference game.
listen to what I'm trying to tell you.
I'm
You're
listening,
forced
but you're
in
not
the
making sense.
SEC, there's another rule that you have to play a non-conference Power 4 school.
Yeah, okay.
That's not going away.
What? We're not talking about that.
You're
We
saying
are
it's
not
not the
talking
9th
about
game,
your
you're talking
your
about the 9th game?
non-conference Power 4 team you have to play. We are
Okay.
talking about a ninth SEC game.
They could do away they're not gonna do away with it, though.
Bro, are y'all chat, are you
They're
hearing
not
this
gonna
kid
do
right
away
now?
with it. They finally did it, and everybody's been wanting it. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do, I'm saying that's what they wanted to do. It's
Yeah,
more
because
money
they
for
got
ESPN.
hoodwinked by the Big Ten, hoodwinked them.
No, I think that they got what they wanted from ESPN, and they changed the rule and added that other metric in their strength of record, which nobody knows what the hell that is. They don't even know how you put that one together, but that's a new metric for strength of schedule. And you got 5 teams in this year instead of 3 like last year.
Dude, me and you, Gray. Me and you. I was hella confused right there. Yeah, shout out Duke though. ACC champs, not even playing
Boy,
in the
blew it
in
up,
the
man.
tournament. Good morning, Duke. All right, dude. You know what the worst thing too? As I was for sure that the ACC was gonna fucking make sure that Virginia won. You know what I mean? Like I thought the fix was in
Turn
for
the
sure,
lights off or
and I
something
lost my
whenever they're
ass.
trying to kick a
I
field goal.
lost my ass. I was so fucking mad, dude. God damn it.
You knew something was up whenever they lost. I mean, Virginia won by like two touchdowns or something the last time they played.
Yeah.
But when the line was
TP,
3 and a half,
this
you
is
knew
why I'm white Mike. This is why I'm white Mike right here, TP. This right here.
um, I'm telling you, they're not gonna do away with the ninth conference. They're not.
I, I mean, you can. That's fine.
They
You can have
just
that.
adopted it, and they got paid for it, and that's
Dude,
what
I'm
everybody
telling
wanted.
you right now. There is already there. The coaches in the SEC are already talking about it.
The coaches are pissed. They don't care about that.
Who doesn't care about that?
Nobody. The people that are getting all the money could give a fuck what the coaches
Dude,
think.
they're still
We're
gonna
paying
get
you.
money.
Suck it up,
They're still
Buttercup.
gonna get
Nobody
money.
cares. Nobody cares.
They're still gonna get money. They're still gonna get plenty of money.
It's an extra game. It's they force him to pay more money. It's not gonna happen. White
Yeah,
Mike sounds like my coke dealer back in 1998, says Thievery. It says Benji.
yeah,
White boy Rick.
yeah. The Wire, bro.
Wire.
Dude, that was wild, bro. Netflix just bought all that shit up, homie. Netflix was like, "Give me that."
Hawks is pissed that the other conferences aren't going to 9 games. They are well, ACC is the only one that hasn't done it yet, and they're saying that they're probably going to, and they need to.
Bro, they need no, they don't. They just destroyed themselves this year with 8.
You don't
The
they were playing multiple games against conference opponents, and they weren't conference games.
Hold on, say
They
that again.
they were playing multiple games,
No, 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 that's not what you said. You said
against
multiple conference of games that weren't
conference
conference
opponents. They
opponents.
were playing conference opponents in non-conference games. They didn't count against your conference record.
That's well, the ACC. That's why the ACC ain't got barely got anybody in.
It's so stupid. No, they've got
That's why the
they've got a
ACC is
bunch of
struggling.
teams. They got a bunch of teams.
They didn't get nobody in though. They got one team in, luckily.
I know. I know. It was the what did Pate call it? The doomsday deal? The SEC doomsday situation or ACC doomsday scenario?
Yeah.
Because they can't figure out how to do a fucking tiebreaker. I mean, how for God's sakes, you let a 7-5 team be in the championship game. Your tiebreaker allows for that. Who's making these up? What the fuck is wrong with you people? All you had to do was say, we'll break the ties by CFP ranking.
Dude, I mean, there's yeah, that's easy. There's way easier way. Like, how many points have you allowed scored against you all year? Like, there's so many easier ways besides like some dumb shit that they're doing, like rushing offense or offensive efficiency. Like, fuck out of here.
I mean, just make it about the ranking for damn. I mean, if somebody outranks you and can actually get into the playoff, sorry, buddy, you're out. And the thing was is that Miami hadn't played either one of those teams. It's so wild. Manny Diaz looked very
All right,
hobo.
let's play. Yeah, this, yeah. Like this, the total synopsis is this damn CFP is a hot damn mess, and it's headed up by one of the largest slap dicks I've ever seen in my life.
Hey,
And
they lost to a G5 school also there, Ryman Lehman.
who did?
You can shit on that 7-5 team, but they beat your top seed. Miss me what they didn't belong. They were
Bro, I was
losing
talking
to
about the same
G4
team.
to G5 schools, so they didn't
Yeah,
belong. They didn't beat the best team in that damn conference.
bro. Listen, man, I can't stand. You know what drives me nuts? And speaking of like this dude, Manny Diaz, bro, dude, like I just can't understand why some of these coaches say some of the shit that they say.
What did he say?
Like, who do they think they're fooling?
Who did he say? What did he
This
say?
dude was talking about Virginia Tech and how they're one of the best teams in the nation. It's like the best quarterback in the nation over there. And like
Virginia.
trying to,
Virginia.
yeah, Virginia, my bad, not Virginia Tech. But yeah, he's like over there trying to like pull the wool over our eyes. Like they just beat like a top 3 team in the nation. I'm like, bro, come on, bro. Like settle down. Like you don't deserve to be in.
Ryman. Ryman. They beat Duke. I mean, they beat Virginia, who last year won like 4 games. Who gives a shit? You're acting like they beat Georgia. They lost to Tulane. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hey, this is a good question. Why is it that the ACC and Big 12 side with the Big 10 so much? I don't know.
I didn't know that that was taking place.
It does all the time. They all everybody blames the SEC for everything, everything.
Well, it's fucking I mean, yeah, they're all trying to take that number 1 spot. It's all trying to take that number 1 spot, man. Let me ask you this. Excuse me. How many games do you think Texas Tech wins in the playoff?
None. They can't they're not gonna touch Oregon. They're
Well,
not
can
gonna
we
touch
pull that schedule up? Can we pull that schedule up?
Yes, sir.
Either I Yeah, well, that goes to my point. I don't think they win any either, to be honest
They're
with you.
not
They
gonna
got
win
this
any.
is what I'm talking about. They got hosed, bro. They got absolutely hosed
Why?
by their seeding and who they play. The big winner of that bracket is Oregon.
Yeah.
Oregon to me is like the big winner of the bracket. What's up, bro? What's up, bro?
What are you wanting? What are you looking at here, bro? What do you
No,
want to
I'm
see?
talking. My dog's in here messing
What's
with
up,
me.
dog? What's up, little dog?
Wants to be on. You want to be on, bro? Let's go. Hey, what's up, bro? You want to be on? You want to be on? What's up, bro?
Little
Look,
baby, little
hey,
baby.
what up, bro?
It's a little baby.
Hey, what up, bro? Hey, what up, bro? Yeah, what's up, buddy? Hey, good boy.
The little homie. What's his name?
Jax.
Jax.
Yeah, with 2 X's.
That can't win.
Yeah, the people we got him from, they named him Pepper Jacks, and I was like, that's dumb. Like, we had to shorten that shit up.
Duke, it's funny you say that. I'm gonna be talking about that momentarily. Give me just a minute. Tech ain't winning shit. No, they're not.
Okay, like,
Listen, here's the thing. Dante Moore might be the best quarterback in the country. He throws the best ball for sure. They've got
dude,
more receiving
they
talent and running backs, and they're
cannot
running back.
believe this, bro. These dudes go right to the semifinals. Oregon does. They get JMU.
Mhm. Yep.
See what I'm talking about, though?
And
But like to
here's
me,
the
a
I mean,
number
for
one
people that are
seed.
wanting to say shit about you can hate on Notre Dame if you want to. You this bracket and the way they're doing things is giving you JMU instead and Tulane. You know what I think it's 17 in the Ole Miss Tulane game, the 17-point spread, and it's like over 20 something in James Madison,
That's fucking so dumb.
you know?
I like the other bracket better, where it shows them starting on opposite sides. That looks weird, yeah. But
I
it's
have that's
just
the one I've got done. So
yeah, it's all good. I mean, to me, it makes it look the path looks so much easier, like visually
Phil
for
does I
Oregon.
mean, come on.
Yeah,
And guess
dude.
what?
Like,
Guess
what?
what? If
They
you
got to be Phil Knight must
I
have
know they
dropped a
lost
big
I know
bag
they
up in there.
lost to Indiana, but let's just acting like and you know what? I'll just say this like I said it last night. If Oklahoma beats Alabama, they're in the semis because they're gonna beat the shit out of Indiana.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Indiana's a way better team than I thought. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm
I'm not
not saying Oklahoma's gonna lose to
I'm
them,
not
but I was like,
I think it was
dude, their D line was getting after it, homie.
okay, cool. I think that they weren't playing as good of look, the Big Ten is not very good. Not only that, they keep them from playing each other. All the big brands, quote unquote, they've got 3 in because those are the only 3 that are worth it. I mean, Michigan's decent. I guess you can say USC's decent, but I mean, Michigan's a year or 2 away because they're young. They don't have any weapons for Bryce Underwood. But I'm telling you, the rest of those teams, I just don't see it, man. I do not see it.
Well, I tell you what, you may say all that stuff about the conference and it may be right or whatever, but the 2 teams I saw getting after it
I'll
last
tell you,
night are the 2 teams, Indiana or Tuesday, what was that, Saturday night? Sorry. The 2 teams I saw Saturday night getting after it,
got info for you. I'll show
those are 2 very good teams, and I don't give a shit
you.
about the Big
I
Ten.
test
Those 2
the
teams
eye
are
test.
good.
You can say the eye test all you
Yeah,
want
dude.
to, but
Yeah.
the numbers tell me that it's not as good as you think they are. Their
Okay.
strength of schedule ranked is
I get the
46th.
shit about numbers. I don't know if I've made that clear.
Their
The analytics,
opponent's winning
I get the
percentage
shit.
is
I get
right
the
around
shit.
500.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
Okay. Yeah, they're completely untested. That's why
Nothing beats the eye test,
whether
homie.
it's Bama or it's OU, they're gonna beat the shit out of Indiana.
I don't know. I don't know. I think it's gonna be a competitive football game, bro. I think they got a
How much
good
you wanna put
squad,
on
bro.
that?
Like
How much
they
you wanna
ain't
put on that?
huh?
How much you wanna put on that?
Well, that's not a wagerable thing. That's
A
not a
good football game.
wagerable
I'm saying
what is an
they're
ass
gonna
whooping?
win the
Define
game.
an ass
They're
whooping.
not neither one of them is losing in the Rose Bowl. That's all I'm saying. Alabama or Oklahoma does not get beat by Indiana.
Dude,
And I would not
you
be even the
can't even
little
make
bit
a bet, man,
surprised
because
if
you can't even
Miami
see
or
what we're
A&M
talking
didn't
about.
beat Ohio State.
Brink, brink. Yeah, no. I don't even let me tell you something. You're just discounting Indiana and Ohio State,
Oh,
and I think you're wrong
I think they
based
suck.
off numbers, based off analytics.
I watched them. I don't know what you're seeing.
Oh, dude, I saw 2 teams banging out there playing good football.
Yeah, because you just because they were not doing much on offense.
No,
Cool.
because they were playing good defense. Newsflash, Jason, you are
Brady defense. It wasn't. It was
critiquing Indiana and Ohio State the exact way everybody is critiquing Oklahoma. You have a problem with the
no,
way
I'm not.
Oklahoma plays?
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. No, I'm
Everybody's
not.
complaining is
That's
their
not what
offense
I'm
sucks.
doing.
Their offense sucks, is pretty much what you're saying. Is what Indiana and Ohio
I'm
State, their
saying that
offense
neither
sucks.
one of them played very good offense the other night, and I don't think it was just because they had these amazing defenses. I'm
Yeah, I
not
do.
buying into
I
this
do.
defense bullshit.
I do. I do.
They're both playing schedules full of teams that are barely over
Dude,
500.
that's not what I'm talking about. That's not what
So
I'm
they
talking about. I'm talking about the game on Saturday night, what I saw. I'm not talking about everybody they played
they're
and how many
maybe
points.
no, I'm
I
saying they're
don't care about metrics. I
not
don't
that
care about
good.
stats. Eye test, homie.
No,
Learn about it.
yeah, the eye test, if the one team isn't
You need
good,
to get your eyes
the other
checked.
team
You
if
need to
neither
get your eyes
team is
checked.
good, they can look like, "Oh, well, they're playing good defense."
Yeah.
Um,
That's
I
part of football. It
I
wins
don't
championships. I don't know if you know that.
I know it. It's not the same, but it's cool.
Oh god. Oh god.
Prime Unlimited.
Listen, man.
That
Listen,
might be
man.
the dumbest thing you've ever
Those
said
2
to me.
teams are good. Those 2 teams are good.
I don't think so. I think they're
I'm
good. I don't
I'm
think they're as
happy.
good I don't think they're as good as either of the 2 teams that are
They
gonna
are significantly better than they were last year. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Indiana
Ooh,
is significantly
Indiana
better
might
than
be better than it was last year. Okay.
100% they are.
Okay.
100% they are. And if you think Oklahoma is just gonna go in there and bust their ass, you're mistaken.
Mm.
I think they can win, but I don't think it's gonna be an ass whooping like everybody thinks. I don't think this Alabama game is gonna be an
You're
ass.
saying the same shit about Tech, but you know,
Dude, I'm not dude, let me tell you something. I don't I don't disagree, right, that Tech is not gonna win any games because I don't think they are, but I don't think they're as bad as everybody makes it out to be. I think they got hosed in their draw. That's why they're not gonna win games because they got hosed.
okay.
That's my opinion. But I think
That's not what
Tech's a
you were
decent
saying
team.
earlier. You were acting like they weren't very good earlier.
I don't think they're the best. Do they deserve to be in? Yep, I sure do. Right? But I don't think they're near the level of Indiana or Ohio State.
Why they look like they played good football the other night against another really good football team.
They did. That's why I think they should be in the
Their defense
tournament.
is fantastic.
No, never said that. Never said fantastic. They got after BYU's ass.
They did get out pretty well.
They shut BYU Twitter down. I ain't seen a damn thing from them in 2 days.
The Tech front seven is nasty, but their depth isn't great. I think they're in trouble depth wise is what I think is the problem for Tech. And they're gonna go up against a team that has a lot of depth,
I'd have
considering
much rather
what they do.
I'd have much rather played another team. Um,
Bama? Me too.
yeah, I would have much rather played another team. I mean, It's gonna be a tough game no matter what, unless you're like Oregon. You know what I mean? Getting I mean, you pretty much just gave them a first round bye, bro. Their starters are gonna be sitting this whole second half. Like it's not even gonna. But I mean, I put my rankings out, and I felt like it would have been Alabama should have been 10. And I really thought we were about to be playing Notre Dame because I didn't
I
that
didn't think
committee
they were
threw
gonna
me
do it.
for
I
a
didn't think
curveball,
they were
right?
doing
Because all of a
everything
sudden
they
they
could
wanna
to not leave them out. They were doing everything they could to not leave them out. I'm surprised that they did.
who?
The committee was trying their hardest to not leave them out. They just didn't have
Oh,
the
I know,
strength.
and I didn't think they were because they like that like what I said earlier at the beginning of the show, like that's what blew my mind the most is that they never compared that head-to-head matchup until this week. Like that is the most I do this. That's so crazy to me. Like all of a sudden, like they're comparable, and now you switch them. Like I thought they were comparing them the whole time. I guess that's what I get for fucking assuming. Because dude, that's wild. That
Yeah.
is wild. That's I still can't get over that, dude.
They were doing the best they could. And the thing is like, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I still don't think that I mean, I think that they did the right thing by going with the head-to-head winner if that's where they've got them ranked. But I'll tell you that I think that Notre Dame's still one of the best teams in the country.
Yeah, no, no doubt. Notre Dame should be in there. They should be in there.
I think they're one of the
No
best
doubt.
teams in the country, and I don't think
No doubt.
all the people that hate Notre Dame because they're not in the conference and stuff, I get all that. I get it. But
Yeah.
just being truthful, they're always great in the trenches. They've got the best running back tandem in the country. Definitely the best running back in the country in Jeremiah Love. Their secondary, I mean, shit, their defense.
I'm gonna use your own shit against you, but they ain't played nobody.
Yes, they have. Yes, they have. They've played 2 SEC teams. They played Miami. I know they lost. They literally are 4 points away from being undefeated.
What is that? That doesn't but
They lost by a total of 4
that's the
points.
bullshit part of the argument that has nothing to do with where you rank them. They're 4 points away from being undefeated. That's not a stat.
They lost their 2 they lost their 2 games by a total of 4 points.
They're good losses. They got 2 good losses, right?
I agree with you. I'm not saying that they had any more that they were any more deserving. I've said I think that they are a better team than a lot of the teams that are in. Certainly
I gotta refresh.
certainly better than JMU and Tulane.
No, dude, there's no
Better
that
than
shit's
Texas
gotta
Tech.
change. There's no way they should be.
They beat the shit out of Indiana
Blame
last
the
year.
SEC, bro. Don't blame JMU.
They shouldn't be in. They shouldn't be in. Blame the SEC or the ACC. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, blame the ACC for sucking.
Yeah, listen.
How that happened? Because you would have Virginia there. You would have Virginia. Bro, this is what I'm talking about. Like, okay, explain to me why. Like, this is what I'm talking about with AI. I typed in Notre Dame football schedule. What does it pull up? Notre Dame Fighting Irish men's basketball schedule. This is what I'm talking about with AI. I'm about to turn this AI shit off, bro. It should drive me nuts. Fuck, dude. Unbelievable.
Uh, how do you see Ole Miss doing? Yeah, I think Notre Dame's better than Ole Miss. Yeah. How do you
Bro,
see Ole Miss
how does
doing?
Notre Dame lose their head coach, most of their staff, and then move up a spot?
It's a good question. It's a good
Yeah,
question, Bo.
doesn't make no
Again,
sense, homie.
there's no rhyme or reason to any of it.
Doesn't make
How do you
sense.
see them doing without their main play caller and head coach? Do you think they should have gotten the FSU treatment? I think they could have gotten the FSU treatment because it's not just their play caller even. It's their entire offensive staff aside from the OC who didn't call plays. You know?
Dude, I'm looking at this schedule, bro, and I just
But they're not gonna lose game 1 against Tulane. They beat them by 5 touchdowns earlier in the year.
dude, so you're giving Notre Dame the credit for beating Arkansas? Is that what you're saying? That one SEC team they beat?
They played 2 SEC teams
They
and they
played.
played one of them on the road.
They beat Arkansas.
They did exactly what they should have done. They beat the shit out of them.
Yeah.
Okay, and it was a road game. I'm not saying it's a big win or anything like that. I'm saying it's not like they just didn't play anybody at all.
No, I mean,
Them beat a ranked Pitt team a couple of weeks ago. So did Miami, by the way.
yeah,
I mean, I'm not tripping about that. I'm saying that look, they had to. I'm not saying that they had to be in. I'm saying I think they're better than some of the teams that are in.
yeah, no
You know,
doubt.
and I can
No,
argue it either way. But one thing I've been saying, if you've got the same record and you played each other on the field, you have to go with whoever won. Miami won.
yeah,
I don't think they have a ton to bitch about. If you want to bitch about something, it should be that Tulane and JMU were in, and that kept you out.
dude,
Because
you got to take the Clark Lee approach. Own your shit, bro.
huh?
The Vanderbilt coach, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, take accountability for your losses.
correct.
You know
Understood.
what I mean?
Understood.
That
Yeah.
shit was legit. I appreciated him for that, man. He made all these other coaches look like fucking
Well,
crybabies.
I mean, yeah, it's not listen, it's like if you look at Oklahoma here, they're battle tested, backs against the wall for a month. Red November, they got it done.
Yeah, bro, big time.
They got it done. They went out there and with an offense that's not producing, that defense stepped up, and then you got what you had to get. But it would have been real easy to just give it up after, your back's against the wall. You're going on the road to, Tennessee and Bama in back-to-back weeks. Not only do you do that, and then you come home and play one of the better rushing teams in the conference in Mizzou, beat the shit out of them. I mean, it should have been by more points, but they dominated the game. And then LSU, yeah, you got to wait. I mean, they're talented, but thank God they didn't have their shit together because they
Bro,
didn't because Oklahoma.
is this true? 10 teams opted out of bowl games so far?
I did not know that.
Dude, Notre Dame, Kansas State. I didn't know Kansas opted
I
out.
knew Kansas State was doing that because of the fact that they just got a new coach and everything.
Yeah, I'm saying, but I this should blow my mind right now.
I don't
I
know
didn't
why
know
you
there
would
was
do it though, really. Neilio, what is your thoughts about that?
hold on. Notre
Kansas
Dame,
didn't
Kansas
also?
State, Kansas, Iowa State, Florida State, Auburn, UCF, Baylor, Rutgers, Temple.
I thought Florida State went 5-7. They shouldn't have been in a bowl.
Oh well, dude, they're asking they're asking non-six wing teams to get in these bowls because so many people.
Crazy.
That's wild.
Huh.
Yeah, bro. You know what's crazy to me is like how so many people are like just like hating on Oklahoma, and it's like we're just been catching strays all over the place, dude.
Which is wild too, yeah. Well, yeah, and here's let me
Hold
see
on,
what
I gotta make this point before I forget it. I meant to bring this up, bro. When you become a national media member, you have to get rid of your biases, bro. You have to stop
absolutely.
slick jabbing people, bro. Like this dude McElroy and Coach Saban, bro. If I hear them slick diss Oklahoma one more time,
Those guys are not journalists though.
dude, I know somebody needs to check them.
They're
Somebody
not
needs to
journalists.
check them.
Nobody I don't think they call themselves journalists.
No,
In
but
fact,
dude,
they
we-
make
if
sure
you,
they know
dude, dude, I wanted to punch Saban in his face the other day, bro. There's an unrelated question about anything, and this dude starts bringing up Oklahoma.
Oh.
I
Who,
was like,
McElroy?
bro, you sat in the box and watched us bust your ass in Tuscaloosa.
McElroy? Yeah.
No,
He's a
no, Saban too. Saban was up in the box.
Oh, yeah, he was talking shit too?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
What was it?
On the pre committee show.
I didn't watch that.
Yeah, bro, they did, man, dude. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Dude, do you
It's
watch
like
Matt
they
Yes.
can't comprehend that defense and special teams is winning teams games right now. Like it can't compute.
Our team is welded together, family. Nothing destroys momentum. Half the staff won't be around anyway. No, I can see in that situation. I can see in that situation why you would do that. They have Mississippi State in the bowl. Didn't they? Oh, they went 5-7. Oh, and here's the thing. Like, I think that it's kind of lame that Notre Dame got out of that bowl game. I do think that is lame, but I also think that it's a way for them to like use their leverage. I mean, you can tell me that Fox and ESPN don't want them in a bowl game because that brings money to that game. Brings money to that game. Brings money to the viewers onto the game because it's Notre Dame. Then they
Yeah.
know that their brand matters. So, I mean, that's I see why the school did it. I'm not saying that they should have. I'm telling you, they did it because they can, which is the same reason that they don't have to get in a conference. Fans were done with the season after the choke in Salt Lake. Oh yeah, yeah, that was pretty bad. When the national media is bitching about Oklahoma, that means Oklahoma's doing something right. Yeah, they're gonna bitch. Look, I
Oh, yeah.
galvanize the shit out of them. Keep on talking that shit. You think that BV's not using that all over that locker room, all over the Switzer Center,
Yeah.
making sure that everybody hears every word?
Yep.
They're great. That video team is great about putting that shit out there for them.
Yep.
I mean, it's always been that way. It's Oklahoma against the world. They don't like it. Texas does the same shit. That's the other thing. Ohio State's the greatest team in the world. Not so much. They lost. it that argument went up in fucking flames. Why would we go and play and put ourselves out there against the best team in the country? Oops.
Ohio State got the best odds to win the
We
championship.
just come up with and say, "Oh, any old thing, huh, guys? Just any old thing." Make them ineligible for the CFP the following year. Why would you do that? But you're going to be probably one of the people, Truoki, that says you want the best teams in the playoff. You just hate Notre Dame. He just hates Notre Dame. I get it. I mean, why would you lose your mind? Is Alabama not one of the better teams in the country? And they do kind of owe us one. It wouldn't. I mean, I hope they win. It's going to suck if they don't. It's going to suck if they don't. But I mean, it's not like they have an offense that should have you expecting to win a game at all. Their momentum is good right now, and the defense is unbelievable, but the offense is not playing well. Sooner or later, that's probably gonna bite you in the ass. I mean, maybe not. I mean, shit. Indiana and Ohio State, 13-10. So who knows? But I think you get up against a team like Georgia. Had you gotten up against a team like Notre Dame, you're gonna need a full-on effort from everybody. And to be clean, not be turning the ball over. Last time we saw Oklahoma, they turned the ball over 3 times. It's concerning. That'd be cool. Again, I gotta see this happen. I don't It's a tradition because of the last few years?
Yeah, Georgia look good, bro.
What? Georgia looks
Georgia,
good.
Georgia
I think
look good, dude.
I think they're the best team right now. They should win the Natty.
Yeah. Yeah.
I straight up got beat straight up at OU. Survived Auburn and got beat down the way people view Texas got beat down. That's not what it was like. Texas had one offensive touchdown and a touchdown that for about 4 blocks in the back. Shut up, Benji.
Uh,
But, Duke, you gotta still have some context with what you were talking about. I mean, having an expectation like that just to you're gonna snap our fingers and the offense is good. It's not supposed to be easy to win these fucking things. It's not supposed to be easy, folks. If it was easy, nobody would give a shit. You wouldn't care. Yeah, there definitely should be playing them. Definitely should be playing them again. A negative 3 yards. Talking about. You
yeah, well,
lost 3 games. You know what, Benji? You lost 3 games, and you shoulda lost 2 more. The other conferences reps, they're better? I like the way that that's one thing I like that the ACC does. I like the
yeah, dude, that needs to be college football wide. You need to hear what they're talking about, homie.
transparency
For
is
sure. Because I love to hear what they were talking about. A couple of them reviews that I watched in Oklahoma that didn't go our way or went the other way, and everybody's like, "I'm so confused right now." I love to hear an explanation of their thought
Hey,
process.
Gons, that's exactly how Bogaowski feels. It's great, wonderful football. Hard fought
Yeah,
defense.
you guys, yeah, whatever. Keep playing Madden and fucking college football. That shit ain't real. Fucking geeks.
Whatever, bro. I don't even play video games. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you do.
I don't. I do not.
I can tell you do by the way you think about football.
Watch it. Watch it. Don't even start that shit. I can watch fucking film with the best of them. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I watched the damn game. You just think just because the offense didn't score that automatically that means the defenses were good and not the other way around. The offenses couldn't have been bad that day.
No, you guys think just because a team didn't score 30 or 40 points, it's a bad football game.
That's not
That's the
what I
take.
said at all. That's not what
That's
I said at
exactly the
all.
take that you guys are all inferring to right there.
Hold on a minute. Even Vegas had the over under at 48, which is low. They didn't come close to that.
Bro,
Stop it.
it's a conference championship game, bro. It's gonna be a
Oh,
good
you
football
gotta
game.
stop. You gotta stop. You don't have any real you're just talking shit now
No, I'm not.
instead of no, you are.
Nope,
You are.
nope.
If they don't score 40, it's not a good football game. Nobody said that. Nobody said that.
You didn't have to.
Nobody said that. Nobody said that. I just said that
You
I
didn't
don't
have
think
to.
they're as good. I don't think they're that damn good. That's what I said.
Okay, well then explain to me why you feel the way you do about the Indiana Ohio State game. Why you think
What to explain to
why
me
you
what
think
it
that.
was that was so great about their defensive play. What was so great?
Bro, it wasn't just about
There was
defensive play. It was
inconsistent.
about the back and forth of the game, right? Making stops, making a play here, and another team responding, blocking a punt. They were hitting. Defensive line was Indiana's defensive
The hitting
line was
part is
playing
fine.
really well.
The hitting part is fine. I didn't see them make any smart plays or I wasn't watching Oklahoma's defense out there the other night, is what I'm saying, on either side of that ball.
But that's not that dude.
And that's what I was looking
Again,
for because
I want
supposedly
you to explain to
according
me
to
why, not me
everybody
explain to you.
according to everybody else
No, no, no. I want according to
listen,
Jason.
would you listen to me and just quit
No,
talking?
you're
Then
not
I will
listening to
tell you.
me.
I'll tell you. I did not see Oklahoma level defense out there the other night. I did not. I didn't. I
So
saw
that makes it a
I saw
shit game.
ineptitude on the offensive side. That's what I saw. Teams that couldn't run, couldn't throw. They made a couple of plays at the end, and oh, that won the fucking Heisman for Mendoza. Get out of here, bro. That's not. It wasn't good play.
That whole
Plain
narrative, whoever won
efficiency.
that game
Plain
wins a Heisman was
efficiency.
dumb too. That was dumb as hell.
What? Yeah, that one in the Heisman. Yeah, it better not have
Well,
won.
whatever quarterback won that game wins the Heisman.
Stupid.
Newsflash, it's probably gonna be Pavia.
It should be Pavia.
Yeah.
It should be Pavia.
So what you're saying is the reason why you didn't like that game because you didn't see a defense out there that was the caliber of Oklahoma?
Well, no, because I kept hearing no, I'm saying I kept hearing how dominant the Ohio State defense is and how really, really good the Indiana defense is too. I saw two offenses that really weren't moving the ball. There was a lot of just bad play.
Bro, did you see that cat hit Mendoza on
It
the
had
first
what?
play of
He
the
was
game?
21 and 29. He had decent numbers. That's good
Did you
numbers.
see that? Did you
Recent.
see that cat? This is why I'm talking about it. There's good games, right? There's stuff that happens in games that creates storylines. Did you see that cat hit Mendoza at the beginning of the game when he
Yes,
rolled out and threw that pass?
he did
I
hit.
thought that motherfucker was done for the game.
He should have been out of the game.
And that bitch pop right back up and come back in the next play. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I
Like, that's
I can
what I'm
get behind
talking
that.
about.
That I can get
You guys just look at stuff, well, not you guys, but a lot of people look at stuff from X's and O's, right? And what a team does. Like, I see other stuff in that game. And when I say it was a good game, I'm not talking about, well, their offense was shitty, so it can't be a good game. I'm talking about just a
I
good
didn't
game because there was defensive plays, there was other storylines, people were getting hit, special
uh,
teams. You know what I mean? Like it was just a good game
I
to me.
okay,
And
cool.
there
And I
wasn't
didn't say
40
it was a
points
bad
scored.
game. I just said it was a
Dude,
bad
all
game.
I'm saying is a
I said I
game
didn't
can
think
be
either one of
good
them were very good.
without explosive offenses. A game can be good without explosive
I
offenses.
said I didn't think either of them were very good. I didn't say the game wasn't good. I watched the entire game.
Yeah. Mhm.
I just don't think
Mhm.
either of them are very good.
Well, you'll find both those teams in the semis for sure, probably.
Well, will you?
They're pretty good, bro.
I just
They got
told
a
you
good shot.
OU or Bama is gonna beat Indiana. One of the 2. And it would not be surprising to me at all if A&M or Miami beat Ohio State.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be surprising to me if A&M or Miami gagged that away either, but that's kinda what they do. I'm still waiting for Aggie. The Aggie had their moment with they already had a gag moment against Texas, so we'll see.
I see now there's a team I felt like was inflated for most of the year.
They didn't play
Oh,
nobody. But actually, they played a better schedule than either of the teams we're talking about just now.
who?
They played a better schedule than Indiana or Ohio State.
Yeah, I mean, that may be I don't have the stats. I'd like for you to show me those stats.
They played Notre Dame, they
What's
played
the
Notre
pull up that strength
Dame,
of
they
schedule
played
thing?
Purdue. Huh? I
Pull up
mean,
that strength
their
of schedule.
schedule their schedule isn't as good as, like, the rest of the SEC's, but
No, I wanna compare Texas A&M schedule
okay.
to Indiana and Ohio State. I wanna
You have
see
a
that.
computer there? You have a computer there? You pull up one of them, I'll pull up the other. Let's see,
Let's there's
Texas
there's
A&M.
there's gotta be a graphic out there. Top 25. Alright. I can't spell.
Hold on, 12th. Yeah, I mean, Notre
Oh,
Dame, then Auburn, Mississippi State, Florida, they did have it pretty good. They played pretty much everybody who had a interim coach.
who?
A&M,
Yeah.
UTSA, Utah State, then Notre Dame, they won that one 41-40, and they got helped by the refs in that game, by the way, the SEC refs. Auburn, then Mississippi State, Florida, at Arkansas, at LSU. They were number 20 at the time was LSU. They beat
So
them pretty.
what I'm looking at right here, Ohio State has the 15th ranked strength of schedule. And
That's
where's
where'd you see
Indiana?
that?
This is some fucking power ranking guru shit, right? Because
From where?
AI. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Again, it pulled up basketball.
I'm telling you. No. But
And
everything,
Texas
even
A&M,
the stuff, even
Texas
I pulled
A&M
off
is
a bunch of different
45th.
stuff from like, well, hold on. I
Where
pulled
the
off a
hell?
bunch of different stuff from the CFP resume,
Indiana's
stuff like that. They're
Indiana's
all
41
yep. Indiana's
according to
41 strength of schedule.
yeah on this one. So it went Ohio State, Texas A&M, Indiana.
LouisianaSports.net has Indiana at 45th and Ohio State at 46th.
Yeah,
A&M A&M at 15th. Oklahoma at 12th.
here we go. Let's get to ESPN here. So
A&M A&M's opponent winning percentage is 500, which is just better. No, just worse than the 515 FBS opponent winning percentage for Indiana and the 523 for Ohio State. Pretty much the same.
well, I don't know. I got to figure out what the criteria is on ESPN and their college football power index.
SOS or their SOR? Which one?
No, this is a football power index. I don't know what this means.
Oh, FPI. That's just if who would win on a neutral field.
Bro, listen, they got Indiana number one over everybody. They
Oh,
got Indiana number one, Ohio State four, and where the fuck's Texas A&M? Oh, right there. Oh, so Indiana one, Texas A&M three, Ohio State four.
on the FPI.
Yeah, on that FBI. And then efficiencies, like overall efficiency. Again, this craziness, right? We're
I
just
mean, these
talking
are
about
analytics.
overall efficiency, offense,
I thought
defense, and
you cared
special
about
teams.
analytics.
It goes Indiana, Ohio State, one and two, and then Texas A&M down at like number 10.
Whose is that?
But the efficiency, like just efficiency. But like when you look at the FPI in their resume, yeah, it's got Indiana number one, Texas A&M three, and Ohio State four.
I was looking at Indiana's schedule a little while ago. I disagree.
Yeah, I mean, I got to look at it.
Watch, let me read it off to you.
I'm pulling it up right now. I got it
They're,
right here.
and actually, too, the crazy thing about it is they're saying that they have an over 500 record. Their opponents do. They don't. Their opponents are Their opponents are 50 and 58 on the year in their conference. Even just their conference opponents, 50 and 58 on the season.
Oh, well, they beat the Conference USA champs pretty
Okay,
handily. Indiana State, Illinois. Illinois was number 9 when they beat them pretty convincingly. Went
they're
into
not.
I forgot about this, dude. They went in there and smacked Oregon when they were number 3 in Eugene. I forgot about that.
Yeah, they did. They
I
did.
forgot about that. I got to give them some credit. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'll give them that. I'll give them that. I think that Dan Lanning didn't have his team ready very well. Sure.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't
And he
know.
does that. He does do that, by the way. He's been known. He never beaten Washington, or he never beat Kalen DeBoer. Of course, a lot of those coaches haven't beaten Kalen DeBoer.
Yeah, the
Sorry,
boy's a good coach,
sorry.
dude.
DeBoer's a good coach. They're not very good at running the football right now. Aggie is not beating the Ohio State. Why? Because you couldn't. Kirk the Jerk says national media dorks praise Indiana for beating Ohio State 13-10. But if that was OU that won that way, all these media guys would be more like good win by OU. They got to fix that offense.
Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree.
But Richie Dubs, what do you think? He's an Ohio State fan right here. Oh, Richie Dubs. What do you think, Richie Dubs? How good are they? Or did you guys just play like shit?
I think, dude,
Here's
I'm gonna
what
be
here's
honest.
what I'll tell you. I think they've become a football team, though. They're a bunch of 3 stars from James Madison is what they mostly are. So I think that Cignetti's done a good job. But I don't think they should be able to be on the field with Ohio State for very long. Not with the talent roster difference. No way. And that's an indictment on Ryan Day and his group of guys. It is. I mean, I get it. It's not just about I don't care about the stars anymore. I hate the star system, but these guys were all at JMU. Maybe they're pretty good, and they are pretty good. But I don't see a bunch of dudes running around out there that I'm like, "Oh my lord, you can't cover that guy. You can't do this. You can't." I mean, come on. Just don't see it. I don't see how that happens if you're Ohio State. Wild. Oregon's a little overrated as well. Yeah. I don't know, man. I like Dante Moore, but he didn't have a great game against them. The game day was there. Yeah, he was pumping his chest and taking his shirt off and shit, acting like they were gonna run away with the shit. They were feeling themselves. That's what I'm saying. Tell me not to. He said the best. Richie Dubs. They're the best, Jerry. The best. Hey, what up, Commish? Thank you, man. Yeah, Michigan wasn't supposed to be last year. It happens better now than later. Yeah. I don't know. Do you think that propels you guys to another natty? Losing that game?
Another natty.
We'll see. I don't think they're as good as look, but I think Signetti's done a good job. I'll give him that. He's definitely done a good for Indiana. Ugh, it's
Dude, he's
rare,
killing it, dude. He's
rare.
still got JMU's still good because of Signetti.
A good, yeah. I know
They're still good.
they're gonna get throttled when they get to
I mean,
Oregon.
it is what it is, but they're still winning even after he left. You
Levels
know
to
what
the
I mean?
that's the whole point of what we've been talking about with the whole group of five stuff, right?
What?
There's levels to the shit. You don't have the athletes that can compete on that
No, not at all. Not at all, bro. There's levels to this shit. But what I'm saying is a testament of Kurt Signetti and how he built a program, left 3 years later, they're still killing it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Or 2 years, I guess you consider maybe. I don't know.
It is 2 years. It's 2 years, but I mean, hell, they got that other coach, the UCLA job.
Yeah.
The
Well,
next
shit. Who's going there now? Uh, freaking.
Oh, yeah. Billy Napier.
Yeah. Sunbelt Billy. Yep. Back. Aren't they in the Sunbelt? Aren't they back? Sunbelt Billy back? Isn't JMU the Sunbelt?
I think they are, yeah. They are.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hilarious.
Sunbelt Billy, he's back. Back in the Sun Belt. Ohio State's O-line is the one unit the team that can cost Ohio State. Pretty important piece. OU Bama predictions. We got 2 weeks, bro. I ain't making the prediction. But if you win,
People trying to get predictions already?
JMU has always been solid. It's a good program. Yeah,
Yeah.
I care about it down there. No doubt.
Virginia. Had no idea where it was at actually till
I'm
yesterday.
doubting that he is. I
Yesterday.
I guarantee you there's nobody at Alabama that's excited about coming to play Oklahoma in their house.
Well,
I
hell
can
no.
at home.
Hell no.
Would you be? I don't know how much I'm excited about it. I'm
Dude, there's nobody wants to see us, bro. Nobody wants to see us.
not with that
And
defense, man.
that's
Not with that defense getting after quarterbacks and shit. There ain't a
nobody
quarterback
wants
in
to
the
see
country
us.
that wants to play against them.
Bro, but like here, so like thinking about that, right? Like this is where I'm talking about like the scheduling and like forecasting who you're gonna play and prepping and game planning, right? So like Texas Tech, you know what I mean? They have infinite amount of time till now until after till they play JMU or till they play Oregon because they know they're playing Oregon.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Indiana doesn't have that luxury,
They can
right?
also but they can also
Georgia has that luxury, and Ohio State doesn't have that luxury because they know Ole Miss and Oregon are going to win, and that advantage goes to the 4 and the 3 seed, and that shit is dumb to me.
but there's also that rust factor too. I mean, we're talking a full
But that's not, I'm talking about advantages of being a higher seed. That's what I'm talking about when you schedule a bracket,
no, I understand that part.
and I don't like it, bro. Because
Not
like,
one by the way, though, remember that last year, not one team that had a bye won that game, the
bro,
next game.
Texas Tech, and Georgia right now are already game planning for their opponents. They know who they're playing. They know that they're playing. Georgia knows they're playing Ole Miss again, and Texas Tech knows they're playing Oregon.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
And Indiana's like, shit. We gotta do our homework on Oklahoma and Alabama, and Ohio State. Same with A&M and Miami.
Man, yeah. Yep.
But and that's the level that I'm talking about with the college football playoff committee. That where they're jacked up. They're not thinking like that, and I think it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like there's still I still think that I don't think that it helps. I don't think anybody's being helped having that bye anyway. I don't know why you have to have buys, but
Yeah,
I
I'm not a
agree.
big
No, but I also think that because I think that I don't know why we're waiting so long to start these games. Why?
because they got to have the Navy Alabama game or Navy Alabama
That's
Navy
this
Army game,
that's this
Navy
week.
Army game all to itself.
That's this week.
I know it's all by itself though.
Oh yeah, but it is just 1 week after that for the next games, right?
Yeah,
Why do they have to do that though? Why?
patriotism,
Bullshit. Okay. It's not I mean, I know that everybody
bro.
watches
Have the
over
Army Navy game by its lonesome, and then start the next. Wait a couple hours and then start the playoff. Let them have their shine. The only game going on that
Sure.
day,
Why not?
or that afternoon portion, right? But bro,
More
let's talk about the schedule, bro. The best game on Saturday is played at noon. Did you look at the times? Did you look at the times?
best game on Saturday of the playoff
Yep,
game.
yep.
So I know that Oklahoma's playing on Friday night
Friday,
in
right?
prime time.
Your best game, Texas A&M in
That was
Miami,
the early game? Are
is
you
the early game. The
why?
prime time games,
What are they doing the Big Ten, their best impressions of the Big Ten or what?
bro, it's so like when I saw that schedule come out, I'm like, "Are you serious?" I was so I got I'm being selfish on my part, right? Because my son's got a basketball tournament, and we'll probably be playing at that noon time. And I was expecting to be able to get that shit done, get to the crib, and be able to watch that Texas A&M Miami game in the evening. But no, and that shit's on like TNT or something. Like it ain't on like it's on yeah, it's yeah, wild stuff, dude. Wild stuff. And
A&M in Miami they put on there. A&M in Miami, they put on TNT. Is that what you said?
no,
See the
that's
time.
on ESPN. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure that's ESPN. The
okay.
JMU, Oregon, and Ole Miss Tulane, I think, is on TNT or some shit like that. And like HBO Max,
Yeah, that's shit. Nobody's gonna watch that shit.
dude. It just goes to show you the buffoonery that's going on in
Oh,
this just tournament, dude. It's
it was
just
going
like
on
it's
last year
one
too.
thing after another. It's one misstep
Penn
after
State
another.
Penn State got Boise or no, SMU and then Boise.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't like. They need to live stream that shit, right? The CFP, like you want to make money and you want to have like ratings through the ceiling,
Well, they
live
do
stream that shit, bro.
live stream it.
Live
It is
stream
live
it.
streamed. It is live streamed.
The discussion process? Like, I'm thinking like Big Brother. You ever watch Big Brother, where they just got random pods in the house catching up conversations with these CFP members? That's the type of shit I'm talking about. He ain't even listening to me. Fuck, I just don't steal my shit, internet. A fucking great idea. You're welcome.
Live streaming, what? I don't understand what you're talking about. They do live
You're not
streaming.
listening, that's why you're typing. I'm saying when they are deliberating for
Yeah.
this field, like, they need to have you ever watched Big Brother? That's what I'm talking about. You got cameras in there, and you're picking up all these conversations in the
Oh, you're
thought
talking about like
process,
what Josh
live
Payton
streaming.
did for the SEC game?
Huh? No,
Talking
fuck
about like a
no. I'm
alternate.
talking about the college football playoff committee. Like,
Okay.
when they're deliberating and talking about how they're seeding and rankings and what all goes into it. I don't wanna see Hunter Yurachek after the fact and have him explain some bullshit. We should be able to watch it live and happening in real time. They would have the most ratings, bro. The most. You can't tell me that, dude. There's no way you can argue against it. So don't. So stop.
I don't know.
There's
I don't
no
know.
there's
I don't
no
know that I
way. There's
it's like,
no way.
so you're telling me you want, like, reality TV football? Is that what we're talking
No,
about
no,
here?
no. I want live insight to what they're talking about in the college football playoff committee and hear them
That they should
and,
have.
and hear
But
them
they're not
argue about
that.
who's why and who's where.
They're not gonna do that.
Well, I'm saying if they want to make money, you want to add more games to make money, they should do that because they'll make real money, homie. Just
Yeah,
think of
that's
the
what
ads you could
Hay was
charge.
talking about. Hay was talking about that all last week, talking about that you can find out all this shit about all these coaching searches, and they're under turnkey where it's not supposed to get out at all. You find out everything, but Hunter Yurachek can sit there and tell you they had big discussion about that, but nothing leaks out about it.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's ridiculous. They should have that shit live streaming. Yeah, bro, just like that. Fucking Benji, fucking account getting fucking deleted. Ass motherfucker got like 10 accounts. Every time I see him, he come up here with a new name, same picture though. Yeah, C-SPAN, live shit, bro. Let's hear it live, right?
Yeah, why not?
Bro, you could do that each week. You could do that each week when they
Boy,
start ranking the CFP.
how many? I wonder how many of those people would be down for that
God
shit.
damn, dude. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. I am an underutilized resource. And people just need to come holler at me, man. I will consult and give you brainstorm some shit for you. I will pimp the fucking NCAA and the college football playoff committee and make it fucking awesome.
I'm at an undisclosed location around OKC.
Yeah, yeah. Dude, I'm trying to tell you, man. Shit,
Yeah.
it's that shit's easy, bro.
No, you're not wrong about that, but then nobody would do it. They're not gonna let them do it because they know that
Well, hey,
it's
if
too
you
much
want to, no, no,
hate.
no. If you want to be
There's too
part of
much
the
hate
committee,
going
you
on.
have to agree to it.
If you what?
If you want to be part of the college football committee, you have to agree to being filmed like Big
It's
Brother
not
all the
about
time.
the committee. It's not about the committee. It's about ESPN and Fox and them don't want you to
But
know
that's why they
what
should do it because
criteria
they
they're
would
reading.
make millions,
They don't
billions.
want you to know what the criteria is because they want to be able to finagle and put whoever the fuck they want in there.
Yeah, dude. Well, we should be able to see that too.
I
That
agree.
would be fucking
I'm down
awesome.
for it. Down for it. I'm just saying, reality wise, not happening, but I agree with you. I'd watch the shit out of it.
Dude, I'll be fucking up all night and shit, just monster
All
cans
night.
all over this life. Are they
Like
sleeping?
TV,
Who's
like
hooking up? Who's hooking up in the CFP house?
Ed TV.
Oh shit. Fuck, it'd be like fucking real world back in the day. I'm always tailgating, homie.
The people that should be on the committee are former coaches, former players.
Billions.
These guys don't watch any of the games, they're just using analytics. Yeah, they got something spitting out of a computer. They probably got the BCS computer in the back,
Yeah,
and they
like, dude, did you
listen.
see, dude? I'm trying to tell you, bro. If I want to get you hit with a copyright, oh, you need to go watch the Heather. What's her name?
Heather Dinich.
Dennis. Yeah, that video she posted. If you ain't seen it, I didn't retweet it, but yeah, dude, absurdity, absurdity. Doesn't even make sense, bro. Love stuff. Yeah, dude, live stream that shit, man. It'd be so amazing.
It would be, but they're just not gonna let them do it.
But they're not thinking though. They're not thinking. It's more money they can make. If you present
Talking
it to
about
them as
the
more
video
money
of
making opportunities, they'll do it.
Are you talking about the video of her?
No. She
Did you see
reposted it.
her
She
reaction?
reposted a video of like their TV setup, and then they pan to all of them sitting there in some random ass chairs, like watching football.
Okay. Did you see the one of her reacting to
Yeah, yeah,
Bama not dropping?
yeah, yeah.
That's wild. Wow. That is wild.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like Dennis, like when I listen to her talk, she actually, to me, most of the time makes the most sense about what she's spewing. You know what I mean?
Uh, I mean, she's a real reporter. She's reporting what's happening.
Yeah, no,
You
she
know,
did
Neilio said she wants him.
oh yeah.
Hackymont Kings got in, but Notre Dame got screwed. There's no way to justify keeping Alabama in the playoff. Hold on a minute now there, Anthony Manzano. There is a way to justify keeping Alabama in the playoff. That's an extra game, the conference championship game. You're not supposed to get punished for playing in it. It's like
Yeah.
it's like getting in trouble for somebody said this the other day. It's like getting in trouble for doing extra credit work.
No, that was Pakel, right? Didn't he say that? You like did
It
extra
was
credit, but you failed it.
I
You
think,
failed.
yeah,
You failed the extra credit.
it's like,
It's
yeah,
actually
you
a
felt
really good analogy, bro. That was good. That was
I
good
thought it
by
was good. That's why I brought it back up. Yeah. I
you.
just
Yeah,
forgot it.
yeah. That was good shit.
What up, Sharp? I mean, again, we can sit here and talk like we can sit here and act like these teams aren't good, and we know better. You know, we know better than that. We've
Dude,
seen we've
Booger
seen Alabama
McFarland.
we've seen Alabama go to Georgia and win.
Come on, bro. Booger McFarland, bro. Really? Bro,
Who said
Booger, if you ever watch Booger, bro, he's his hand's so jacked up, he like permanently throws up the west side, bro. You ever see that shit? It's like, oh, it's always like west
Yeah,
side. Yeah.
he did.
You need to get that fixed.
Mac, I don't. You guys care way too much about the conference. They're never going to start playing the conference unless they. And apparently, they don't have to. Apparently, they've got a new thing put in there that as long as they're in the top 12, they will always be in the college football playoff. There's a new stipulation that they signed for the other day.
What's that?
Notre Dame will always be in the playoff as long as they're in the top 12. They just made sure they don't have to ever,
Dude,
ever.
I'm telling you, the ACC and the Big Ten need to stop scheduling their ass.
They're not going to.
They should.
Money
They're
involved
taking
in.
up they're taking up one of their spots by just cruising, cherry picking the schedule. Fuck out of here. I think that's gonna happen, bro. I'm telling you right now. I think that's happening. If you
Yeah,
ask me.
I don't know. Everybody. Bama's going to play them in a couple of years. They're playing Auburn, I think, this next year. I think it's BS that AD for Notre Dame is screwing his own players by saying they're not gonna play in the bowl game just because he's upset they didn't get in the playoff. I think it sucks for the players. I think that's what and I mean, Shotty brought it up that's him being a former player, he's like, that's for the players itself. And they probably getting screwed out of some money for going to those bowl games nowadays. Not just the swag.
I don't know.
I think it was a weak move.
That'd be a good.
I think
That'd be a good. That'd be a good thing. I'd like to. I'd like to see the stats on that, like the numbers. Like they're losing out or what?
to me, join a conference or go kick rocks. Yeah. Again, if you were in business with them like the CFP is, probably say
Yeah, the
different.
CFP don't have to do that, right? That's why I'm telling the other conferences can just not schedule them and force them to have to. You know what I mean? Because it'll get so egregious that their schedule, they're playing, Conference USAs and Sun Belts. You know what I mean? And maybe they're
It
one.
raises the money that you make in a conference no matter what if you're playing them. It's all part of that. I mean, you're playing them, you make more money. I don't know. I don't know. I hadn't heard all this. This what Big Mike was asking if there's a bunch of teams that are out.
Yeah, dude, I just read like 10 of them.
Yeah.
It was wild.
Notre Dame's so entitled. You know how so is Oklahoma and Alabama and Georgia and everybody. There's this self-entitled stuff. Stop it. You guys gotta quit.
Yeah.
Man, I was leaving Alabama, and they were really good to me. But boy, was I shut the hell up all the way out. I did not say anything after that game. I was just like being real quiet, quietly moving on out of there because there were some pissed off Bama fans. Fire his ass for lost 2. Everybody's entitled. Oklahoma fans screaming about there were people that were in here on this stream screaming about firing Venables after the Texas loss. And again after the Ole Miss. Sooner Cowboys. Oh yeah, that guy. Conference teams that decline bowl bids are getting fined and they should be fined. I didn't see that. So where are you seeing this? Where are we seeing all this?
Yeah, the Texas, Iowa State and Kansas State both got fined 500,000 for opting out. Yeah. Yep.
Really? Kind of a
Yep.
drop in the bucket unless you talk about not having enough money, I guess. Mm. I mean, look, if you agree to be a part of the system, you should be, I guess.
Yeah.
It's taken away from the rest of the
Bro, I just, I mean, like if you're, I
do
think
they
it's, I like the university is getting screwed and the athletes are getting screwed like twice. You got your coach raped and pillaged, and then, you know, I mean, probably taking most of the staff, right? And then you're like, how do you expect me to play in a bowl game? And then, oh, here, by the way, here's a $500,000 fine. Go eat shit. You know what I mean? Like, god damn, dude.
So Iowa State did it too then? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like, I can
You
only
gotta coach
imagine. Like,
the same
I can
damn
only
day.
imagine that homie's taking most of his staff, right? And probably a bunch of players. I don't know.
Based on the eye test, realistically, when you look at it with how horribly Bama played in both the conference championship in the last few weeks, they deserve to be in the playoffs. They played badly in the conference title game for sure. But I mean, bad days happen. They also beat that team in the conference final game. It beat the team that they lost to in the conference championship in their house. I'm just saying, look, it's a slippery slope for you to knock out a team that's in the damn conference championship game. If you want to keep seeing conference championship games, you don't do that.
Yeah.
And believe me, had that have happened this year, Greg Sankey's liable to blow up the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
Not gonna have his biggest power program getting screwed over by the college football playoff. They would have stopped going to it.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Mhm.
And again, this is a lot of this shit is about it's just reality. I don't know. I mean, I can argue for both sides of it. I can argue for Notre Dame being in. I can argue for them being out. Would I tell you that I think Miami better than Notre Dame right now? I do not. Do I think that Notre Dame would beat Miami? I do. Do I think that losing to Miami in week 1 matters? Absolutely. Over any other argument. That's my opinion. They have the same record. They have pretty much right next to each other in strength of schedule. Yeah, you have to compare that. It matters. The results on the field must matter. Just like I said that about South Carolina last year. South Carolina is whining and bitching for a month about being in the college football playoff. They were the hottest team in America. You got Beamer over there. Shut up. You lost to Bama, and you got beat by 24 by Ole Miss. They have the same record as you. They beat you, both of them. You can't get in over them. I mean, it just is what it is.
I'll be right back, man. Hold on. Be right back.
Bama fans are spoiled. So are Oklahoma fans. So is everybody. And hey, look at the way. I mean, I would tell you again that yes, Florida State got screwed a couple years ago. But here's the thing: we watched them not be very good without Jordan Travis. Yes, they were still undefeated, but they were playing another team that was hurt too in that Louisville game. They didn't look the same without Jordan Travis. I understood that part. Still wasn't right. Were they better than Bama? No. Were they better than Texas? Probably not. No, they weren't. Not without the quarterback. We saw what they looked like with their third quarterback. But I'd be pissed off too if we went undefeated and that's what you're supposed to do, and then you didn't get in. Like, if they bitched out like them, it's pathetic. I mean, have you ever thought about the fact that they actually have the ability to fight back against what they think is bullshit by ESPN? Because what it takes is gonna be these schools to not allow the corruption is before you can really change anything. So, Notre Dame taking themselves out of the bowl picture lost money for the networks. I guarantee it did. I'm not saying they're right, wrong, or indifferent. I'm telling you it lost money for ESPN. If you feel that strongly about the rules being sucky, and I think that the process sucks. Take their money away from them as far as ESPN is concerned. I think that's the only way to go about it. I'm not saying that I agree or disagree. Generally speaking, I think it's bullshit that they're not playing in the bowl game. I don't think it's Marcus Freeman's fault. I think that Marcus Freeman doesn't have power over all that shit. In fact, I know he doesn't. He doesn't even have power over his coaches, over who he can hire. He didn't want Denbrock. They made him hire Mike Denbrock. This is what it is, man. Losing money by doing it. See, and that's the thing. The bowls need to step it up and start paying the players directly and like making it worth their while to hang around. Because nobody wants to watch the third stringers. I mean, I do because I want to see what they look like. But if your star players ain't, but if your star players aren't playing, then you're going to get less people going and buying tickets. And You're gonna end up on a streaming service, I guess. I mean, it is what it is. There's no Yes, there is, Mac. Yes, there is. They're one of the best teams in the country. That's the only argument you need. 10 games in a row, and the 2 losses were to top 10 teams and by a total of 4 points. They didn't play nobody. They played as good of a schedule or better. Actually, they have a better strength of schedule than Ohio State and Indiana. But head to head must matter.
Gotta matter. It's always gotta matter.
Here's the one that I would tell if there, Max swears there's no argument for Notre Dame to be in. Here's the one you cannot argue against, not whatsoever. JMU is not one of the best teams in the country. Neither is Tulane.
Well, I think that flawed little system they enacted is gonna go away
Yep.
with the top 5 conference championship. I feel like that shit.
Screwed them all up, right?
Yeah, that shit probably going away, bro. ACC'd hard.
Your bad quarterback and even worse offense. The best defense in the country. Texas horns up. Best defense in the country. Did you watch the Big Ten championship the other night there, clown? What are you gonna do? I mean, what are you gonna do in the Citrus Bowl there? How are you gonna do? Talking all that shit, but you don't really have any arguments about Ohio State when they just lost. Wasn't that big? You got beat by Florida. Oklahoma hasn't lost to a subpar team, except for maybe Texas. Yeah. Only thing Dilly Gaff is like, who cares about the bowl games? Do you care about the bowl games that Oklahoma's in? Because most people don't. If you're not in the playoff, you come in and act like these asshole Horns fans that just
I like bowl games, bro. I like
yeah.
all of them. Bro, we cannot lose sight of the small schools, right?
Texas does not have a better argument to be in the playoff than Notre Dame. What? Stop. I actually don't mind the chaos part. I will laugh if Michigan beats y'all. I hope they do. Yeah, they're salty. Who agreed with that Tulane and James Madison deserved to be in ahead of the ACC? Who believes that? Who agreed to that?
Well, listen, I believe it because that's how the rules are set up, and
Yeah,
you can
you can
negate the rules and do whatever you want. But
here's the thing, though. If it wasn't for the idiot tiebreakers that the ACC reinstated, it wouldn't have been those 2 teams in there, and that would not have happened. Duke would have never made it.
I mean, what does that got to do with them not? I mean, I don't know.
No, it wasn't
It wasn't their fault.
They screwed it up. Yeah.
It wasn't JMU and Tulane's fault.
No, but they don't belong in the field, though.
I mean, under the current rules, yes, they do.
I think it's unfair to the Power 4 teams that are out here putting. I mean, you want to talk about fairness? What? So they can be in the field, and they're not.
Dude,
They're
that's
not
the
able.
rules. The rules are the rules. Like, you're bringing
We're talking
conjecture
about
into
what
this
should
and
and shouldn't be
feelings,
ruled
and this
all
a
day.
guy is a
Talking
man,
no,
dude,
we've been talking about what the
bullshit,
rules should and shouldn't be all day. This
bullshit.
is where you're drawing the line now?
Huh?
We've been talking about what the fucking rules should and shouldn't be all day, and this is where you're drawing the line?
No, I'm not gonna get into this portion of the conversation right here it's like it is what it is right now. Like, I'm not gonna like sit here like, oh, they shouldn't don't deserve to be in. Like, yeah, they
They
do,
don't
maybe they
deserve to
don't.
be
Fuck
in.
who gives.
It should not be
It
a
My
freaking
personal opinion is like we need the best how many ever teams we decide to have in a playoff. Gotta
which
have the best. I don't give a
which is
shit
9
about
games
conference, I
now.
don't give a shit about nothing.
Oh,
But the way that this is rocking right now, yeah, they deserve to be in because that's the rules. Cut and dry, bro.
it's
Black
either
and white.
you want the best teams or you don't want the best teams.
I do, but it's not about what I want, clearly.
Alright. I guess I've had enough of this show today. Since we're just saying anything now.
I'm not saying anything. What
Changing our
so
minds
so
about everything.
so under the current rules and how it's constructed, what would you change? How would you change it?
I think
Like,
that I
for
think the
instance,
ACC screwed it up.
so you're saying the
I would
way it's
take them
currently
out of
constructed.
I would not put them in the playoff with the rest of the Power 4. I would not.
How though? How? The way the rules are stated, they have to be.
No, they don't. That they allowed them in. This is the SEC and the Big Ten have allowed this to go down.
That's not what we're talking about, Holly. You said they don't deserve to be in. How else would you change it to where they're not in, given the way that the rules are in the conference, the top 5 conference ranked champions?
Yeah, well, they need to change that rule for sure. I'm saying in the future, but
Oh,
even
you're
right
talking, see, that words matter. You're talking about in future. I thought you were talking about right
no, I'm
now.
saying it's clear if you can fix it now, it'd be great if you did, but you can't now. We're not gonna do it today. Nothing you can do.
That's what you made it sound like today
Oh my
when you first brought this up.
no, I'm saying it's stupid that they are allowed to be in the playoff. It's bad enough that one's in, but they screwed it up so bad that we got 2 instead.
Uh, I mean,
It's wild to me.
who
Wild to me.
screwed it up? Who screwed it up?
The powers that be. What do you mean who? The powers that
I thought you were talking about the ACC screwed it up. That's what I thought you were talking about.
well, the ACC's tiebreaker rules are what got this going what it was. There's no way that should have happened. Why is it that, that it's bad work. They did a terrible job of
I mean, the
coming up with tiebreakers. I mean,
ACC.
why not just say your tiebreaker is gonna be where you're ranked in the CFP? End of story, we're done. There's 5 teams that had 2 losses in the ACC
Yeah,
that that could have played in it. Miami
yeah.
being one of them, Georgia Tech being one of them, you know?
Mhm. I do know that.
But the 7 and 5 Duke gets in there and just implodes it all. Which
Yeah,
good for Duke. Good for Duke
'cause
for doing it.
they won. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hey man, put them on the yeah. Yeah, they did.
But that to me, like, that's why I feel like like in the current system right now. All right, so here's my take about it right now. How would you have changed in the way the current system is constructed? Stay with me now. The way that the current system is constructed with the 5 highest ranked conference championship, how would you have tried to finesse the system to not allow 2 of these group of 5 teams in
For you're talking about for this year?
for this year right now?
There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. I mean, the ACC could have had better rules for their tiebreaker, and then it wouldn't have happened.
Why didn't they just do what the Big 12 did a couple years ago and just change tiebreaker rules each week as they go along?
Nobody liked that shit either.
I mean, but at least we'd have got like probably Miami and somebody else in there that was like could have
Maybe.
actually
When the Big
represented
12
in the college football
Big
playoff.
12 did it, they got what they wanted. They didn't get Oklahoma and Texas in the same game.
Yeah, I blame Notre Dame for sure. Cherokee.
Notre Dame screwed it up by not coming to the ACC in football, even though every other sport Notre Dame plays. I don't whatever. What does that have to that doesn't have anything to do with this
Well,
debacle.
I don't I think if Notre Dame was in a conference and
They're not getting in a conference, but go ahead.
well, let's play a game here. You like to do hypotheticals. If Notre Dame was in the Big Ten and their schedule was stronger, do you think that if they still lost to if they still lost to
Really
Miami,
hypothetical because nobody in the Big Ten has a good schedule.
no, I didn't say that. I said their strength of schedule would have been stronger than what it is right now,
I don't know.
right?
They
And
have a higher strength of
let's
schedule
say
than both
they're one
teams.
of their Power 4 non-conference games against Miami. Current record, Big Ten strength of schedule, which is gonna be a little bit more elevated than the shit that they're playing right now.
It isn't.
Do they still bounce them out?
If they were at 10-2?
Yep,
No.
right now, they're at 10-2, and they
No,
still lost to
but
Miami
here's the thing, their
in the
schedule
Big
right
Ten.
now their strength of
Huh?
schedule right now is better than Indiana's or Ohio State's.
That's not but you're not hearing me. They got the Big Ten backing. They got the Big Ten in their corner because they're in the conference.
Mm.
That's what you're not thinking of the powers that be.
No, you
Do you
said
think that they bounce do you think they bounce them? Because I don't. In that scenario, I don't think they bounce them
not if
over
they were at
Miami.
10-2, no, of course not. They'd
Even if they go head to head.
well, the head-to-head, I don't know. No, I think the head-to-head that's if they're the same record and this team beats you, you cannot put them in over you. You cannot put you in over them. Even if you're Notre Dame. And you know what? That's the one thing that they did do right in this. They did it right.
But
Now
they I
now
mean,
having 2 G5 schools in there and not Notre Dame is
did
not
they do it right the whole time, or did they finally do it right? You know
they
what I
fin
mean?
they
There's
finally did it right. I agree. I agree with that part for sure.
I mean, like, I feel
They
like
were trying not to do it right.
they should have been comparing them the whole time.
Fair enough. They were comparing them the whole time. They just said they weren't.
Oh, yeah, well, again, let's live stream that thing.
Yeah. Well,
Just give me a
then he
percent
wouldn't be able to
cut.
sit up there and lie through
Just
his
give me a
fucking teeth.
percent cut. That's all I want, ESPN. Just give me
Then
a
Hunter
percent.
Yurachek wouldn't be able to get up there and lie through his fucking teeth the entire time.
1%. Yeah, he couldn't get up there and just he couldn't get up there and just, like, give non-answers. You know what I mean?
It was so lame. It was so lame, dude.
I
I
wanna
if
slap
it's like
him.
I don't care what they have to do for me to not hear those explanations anymore.
They were
And like
non-explanations.
Pate asked a question last night on his show. Do you think that BYU, Notre Dame, all these ones that got left out would feel as bad if they didn't know about everything that was going on they didn't hear all the explanations
They
from the
don't have to
PA?
hear it.
They do have
That was my thing to that. That was my when he said that, I'm like, "Bro, they don't have to hear it. They
Yep.
already know they should be based off records and, like, shit, they would already know that they should be compared together." You know what I mean?
No,
Now, if
no,
they
that's
didn't
not what I'm that's
if
not
they
what
didn't release a
you gonna
ranking
let me ask you the real question that I'm asking?
I mean, go ahead.
The real question was, do you think that Notre Dame or anybody that's pissed off for not being in, if they didn't hear all these explanations and all this other stuff, if you didn't know that they didn't have a show every week,
I know.
would they
We
be
heard you
just
ask
as
that.
pissed off?
Yeah, yeah, they would still be pissed off because they don't need it. Because these college football fans know enough about strength of schedule, who they're playing, records, similar opponents. They don't need that. They'd still be pissed. They don't need that.
I mean, I think that you would kinda know, but you don't know until you say
It's
something.
bro, that's like the
And
SEC
and
coming
and
back.
then,
Hey,
like,
we apologize. We missed a call. It doesn't do nobody no good.
that's not what I'm saying. If they're explaining it and then they're going against it and contradicting themselves week to week. If they never say anything, there's no contradictions. You don't know for sure what they're gonna do.
But
I
if you
mean,
live stream it,
you might know the criteria, you just haven't heard anything.
yeah. Well, I
I
don't
mean,
know.
you don't have
I
as
still
many
think
things
I
stacking up to be pissed about,
being
right?
okay, so being that we let's go under the assumption that they're not talking to us, they're not telling us shit, and then
Mhm.
all of a sudden they drop the rankings, and Miami is in and Notre Dame is out. Do you think the reaction is different? Because I don't.
If they I mean, they're gonna wanna be in, they're gonna think they deserve to be in still. They're still gonna be pissed off about it.
There you
But
go.
the reason that they're
And
really
you
mad
and
is
you
because they
tell them that?
flip-flop. Notre Dame was really upset though because of the flip-flop.
Yeah.
They like the Alabama, them ranking them. I mean, they had Alabama where they knee jerked when they lost to Oklahoma, they dropped real big and then they went back real big quick. Dude,
Mhm. Mhm.
Jay Hover, you're a nug. I mean, it's just dumb. Get out of here. Go away. Kick him out. Yeah. Anyway, a lot of different stuff. Appreciate it, guys. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Neilio, appreciate you, my man. All right, guys. I don't know, man. You guys let me know what you think about it. I mean, it is what it is. But I think they definitely we can be mad about who's in, who's not in. My whole point that I've been trying to say for the entire day is that if you're mad about something, be pissed off about the process because it's god awful. It's just not good.
You did
Either be transparent or don't tell us nothing.
dude, you did like almost 3 hours of doing a terrible job at trying to get that point across. I'm just saying.
Free speech, I will sue you. What? I'll sue who?
Oh, shit.
What are you
Yeah.
talking about? You're gonna sue me? Well, then I have to kick you off of my channel because my attorney says I can't talk to somebody who makes threats like that. Run along. Bring the lawsuit. Wow. This isn't government free speech, bud. I think they got it right myself for the process. What do you mean by that, though? In what way? Understood. What way did they get it right? The process has been, and I was saying the process was bad from the start of the show. What do you mean? Been saying it. Boganowski. I've been saying that the process is what's shitty about it.
I
And
didn't
that
say that. I said you did a terrible job of trying to explain it. There's a difference.
you're such a jackass, dude. Get out of here. 16
Uh,
teams ain't gonna solve it either. Yep, we said that too, folks. We said
I
that too.
think I think it will be I think it I'm not saying it's gonna solve anything. It will be a better flow and a more evenly distributed bracket as to your higher seeds get a more advantageous chance to the natty. That's my motherfucker.
Thank you, Stephen G. Appreciate it. What do you think? Rankings end at the end of the regular season based on final ranking. Top 10 is locked. 11, 12 plays G5 or 13, 14 in playing games for seeds 11 and 12 in CFP. I
Whoa.
mean, I think that what I was talking about was just in the conferences, you could have playing games instead of conference championships. That's what I was saying. But you could do, I guess, national playing games if you wanted to. I don't care. Just get the best teams, man. Just put the best teams. Up to me, it would still be 4. No. You know what? The only thing about that, though, the 4 team with NIL and the portal and all that kind of stuff, there's definitely more than 4 teams that can really compete for it. But I can see why a Bama fan that won so many of them 14 playoffs would have preferred that. But you also had players stacked up for 3 or 4 years back in them days. Hey, Stephen G asks, how did the boys' season go? Youngster, the Jays.
Oh, they got bounced in the second round.
Was that by who?
Derby, Kansas. Big time school.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Usually pretty good.
What's the deepest they've been there?
Mike's freshman year, they went to the semis.
Yeah.
But yeah, they usually second, third round exit.
Right, they're a big school.
Huh?
They're a big school, right?
Yeah, 6A.
Yeah. Win games and don't give them. But see, here's the one thing about it though. Like, I mean, did Vanderbilt did that? What's the excuse for keeping them out? I mean, Texas got in, not punishing Alabama and putting Miami over Notre Dame due to head-to-head. Okay, Sooners win. Okay. That they got it right? Not punishing back. No, I don't disagree with that. And Notre Dame, because of the head-to-head, okay. But what about BYU? They got punished for being in the conference championship game and losing. Why? They were 11-1. Their strength of schedule was better than Notre Dame's. I don't think it was better than Alabama's. It's not better than Oklahoma's or anybody like that. I don't think it was couldn't have been better than. What's the strength of schedule for Vandy? Did you see that in there?
I didn't.
We'll check it out. There's little. Yeah, Pavia's mom would take away from the game. She does take away from something.
Hey, bro, they don't. Hey, listen, man. She ain't tell the cameras to be on.
Rubbing her ass.
Let her. Hey, man, that's that. Blame ESPN.
I love me some Latina women, so don't trip on me. I ain't saying bad things about it. I love it. I want more of it. Sully, what up, dog? I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. I love Mrs. Pavia. All right, we're out of here. Big Mike, anything else? Throw him down. Peace.
Holla at me.
All right, guys. Have a good one. See you all on the next one.